the Critical Role animation on Amazon?
I saw some of like, hey, we're like the making of it, but I didn't even know
Yeah.
it was out.
First 3 episodes are out. I think it's okay thus far.
Something
Pretty
tells me
good,
that
I would
watching
call it.
the actual D&D play is probably better, but it is so popular they decided that they had to make a thing out of it. So, good for them.
I mean, the only thing that that's going to do is basically expand upon D&D and their own in-world. And as far
Why
as I
the
know,
fuck is
aren't
this
they?
man?
Isn't it explaining from the beginning forward in a way, or
It's
is
not
something they're doing
quite
their
the
own story?
beginning. If I remember right, it's the arc that they did before they started like filming, if that makes sense.
So hear me out. Okay, so never mind. That sounds like you'd have to basically catch up a little bit.
No,
No,
it's
No,
not.
never mind.
you
When I
you're
when I
wrong.
say, well, I don't know. Because I don't know anything about the fucking. I've watched like 4 episodes of it, and I can track what's going on.
There's a
Listen,
lot of stuff that a lot of people who say that, like, at least when you watching the stream, just because it's different, probably you have to watch a little bit from the beginning, which makes sense because
Mm,
actions start taking place as time is just really going on. But
No, the
no,
yeah,
problem with
there.
the
but
stream that I
it's
found
the arc
was
that they're doing is before any of like the streams that you can find. It's one that wasn't recorded.
yeah. So the problem with
Okay,
the
no,
streams
then
is
that
that
makes
they
sense.
start mid-campaign
So
where
does
they're
that mean
already
it has
funneling.
grog?
It does
Yes,
have grog.
that would be
Yo.
Grog.
yeah, I noticed when I started watching Vox Machina, it's right in the middle. Like they're like level like
Yeah,
10 or something or 9.
So
they're like 9 or 10, yeah, and they
so the
started
fact
at
that
level 1, I believe.
all right, well, the fact that it has grog that automatically means that yeah, it's in a good place. That's basically where they started.
It's
So
I mean it has all the normal characters, Grog and Scanlan, and
well,
then
well, yeah,
the
no. So, well, no, I didn't know where it was starting. Like, you could make D&D and basically start it where you left off, a new thing altogether. And I thought that they were going to be doing the third campaign now, I guess, because that's what they're on. But if they're doing it this other way, where it's the first one with what Matt was doing, no, this makes sense because this is where essentially everyone started and was watching it. So if they're doing it that way, no, that's cool. Anyway,
Where
yeah,
I
is?
I
not too
never
bad so
watched
far.
it.
I tried, I just couldn't get into it. I like the
There we
second
go. Oh, it's
campaign
so big.
better, but even then I can't. I don't know. I'd rather listen to
Love
like
the
an
first
audiobook.
campaign. The problem is, I missed that context of the part they didn't record,
Mm.
and I don't know. That always just made it harder for me.
Well, hey, maybe here's your opportunity. Watch them in the animated thing, and then you can go back.
Bro, I cannot adjust this camera for some reason. Like the size of it, it's just like huge. It's like my whole fucking face. Here, I'll put this on the thing. Maybe it'll let me do it on here. Video capture. See, I can't. That's weird. I'll just delete it then. It's always something. There's always a problem.
Always a technical problem, Roach, with you.
Why did it have to be snakes?
What snakes? What are you talking about?
Nothing. I was quoting Indiana Jones. I think that's how the quote goes.
Alright, well, in that case, I'm adding hundreds of snakes.
Snakes. Why'd it have to be snakes? Love it, Indiana Jones. Good shit. When that man goes, it'll be a very sad day.
It will be a very sad day.
Honestly, yeah, no, it's gonna be. It'll be very sad.
Here we go.
I'm just thinking more so between all the actors. There's a lot of good ones.
Okay. Now that we are Gucci McTucci. Fucking fucking. I'll put this over here. You gonna do that? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Oh, no, can't do that.
Could probably open my character sheet.
That'd probably be good for you, yeah? Oh, fuck me. Disconnected.
I'm gonna go turn my laundry over real quick while you do that.
Okay. that case, we'll wait for the choppy. The choppy. Alright, how do I sound? I sound normal still? Cool. Sometimes, if my thing freezes, let me know. I can't, like, that doesn't tell me on my thing. Come on, man. Get it smaller. Alright, we'll wait for Chop, then we'll start. Also, my May impression was great. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Thank you. Anyway, how y'all doing? Why is there a giant bottle of ranch? I can't look away for 1 second. I know who put it here. It was... Vanez, where are you?
Wait, what? Wait, whoa.
It was a giant bottle of ranch.
I actually didn't do that bottle of ranch this time. That wasn't me.
Yes, you fucking
What?
did.
I assume it was Honky.
Yeah, I swear.
The Honkinator? The Honkington of Honkingshire?
And you know, Vanaz never lies.
He's right. He doesn't. Vanaz is too nice of a guy.
Naz is too dumb to lie.
Whoa. Wait, why is there a man just standing there?
Menacingly.
Menacingly?
On it? Yeah, why is he there?
Menacingly.
Hold on. Where is he looking? Where are we? Where are you taking us?
Right here, man. I'm looking at you on the board, yeah? Fuck, you
We
know.
just leveled up, which is all that matters to me.
Oh yeah, May, you leveled up.
Oh yeah, we did. Yo, I forgot about that. Oh, it's time for some
No
pain
one wanted to
train.
tell me beforehand.
Oh my god. Yo. Oh my
Well,
god.
you got a second. You got a second, so you know you
No,
you
no,
can
no,
do
no,
it.
no. Me looking at
First
Roach
step should be
like.
finding-
Ugh. So Roach, how many werewolves are there? Fuck it.
Why do you want to kill some werewolves, bruh?
Yeah, how many
Yeah,
werewolves
about
are there outside? Again. Fucking werewolves, man.
They don't like the werewolves. They're scared of them. Chant, they're scared of the werewolves because they think for werewolves.
What should my XP be set to?
Right at level 6, whatever it says.
Yeah, I think we're just milestoning it now.
I'm not milestoning it. I just happen to give you guys just enough to level up.
And what number was that again? Roach?
Don't remember.
1500.
You can just put it up to level 6 anyway.
Yeah, so I don't want to do milestone just because like I don't know when like to level you. Yeah, so like I like the I understand the milestone thing if you have more plan out stuff, but I kind of want you guys to level up through the normal enemy thing because unless it's like going way too slow, but for the most part it should be good because I expect this game to go for a while. So it'll
Okay, so I need to
Yes.
roll a D8 for
Oh, no.
Is my camera? This camera's kind of laggy, huh?
I don't know if it's so much laggy. You look real bright.
Yeah, I turned it up. Watch, because I can make myself
It
really
looks pretty
purple.
dull to me.
I can make myself really dark.
How heavenly.
Yeah, so I give myself a purple hue.
That's what you should do.
Is this what the narrator looks like?
Yeah, so that's what I want to glow for.
Yo,
Yeah,
okay,
whenever
so
you put your wings out, you should do that. Put a nice little bright light on and be like,
oh my god, no, I was thinking about it right now. I haven't used it yet, and I think we're about to get into a big fight, and basically Gallo is probably gonna walk out there like, I'm done.
I'm done with you,
I'm
you
done
lads.
with this.
I'm done with you dumb motherfuckers, man. You stupid little cunts, yeah? Sergeant.
My next character is definitely gonna have a French accent.
If goblins
Oh.
aren't shitting themselves, they will be.
I gotta make sure not to kill fucking Vanez then. We
Yeah,
cannot.
One is turned over.
Perfect.
All right.
He's coming in with a thick.
You guys ready?
You guys want to see my new jacket?
No. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
What's your new
All right.
jacket? Is it
First,
It's
so let's get this show on the road, shall we? Welcome to actually this is the 20th session. So, you guys finished in a nice little round number. So good job. Finished Act 1, that is. But welcome to the 20th session, where we will begin by rolling a d20, everyone, except for Nyx.
D20.
Shit,
Next,
I
can you
could-
actually roll a D20 for me? I don't have my dice on me.
Sure.
decide what dice set. I
No,
wanna
no,
use.
Nyx is for me.
Ooh, hold on, I'm gonna leave it where it is. Hold on, look, this is what you got.
Don't even bother. I got a natural one, boys.
Got a 7.
I got a nat 1 for you as well, Tally.
What? What?
Yeah, yeah, I got a nat 1 for Tally. No, well,
It's what ha- it's-
he wanted
what
Nyx to
happened.
roll for tally, so
Yeah, I got a 7.
Can you see that?
Thank you,
Got
Nick.
a 7.
Sevens.
yeah, that's where it landed. Look at it. Look at that little nat 1 there.
Brutal.
All right.
I got
You can't
either
really
a
use
20.
one.
It went
Yeah,
it went from either a 20 or 14, and then I had to re-roll it because it was angled.
Mm-hmm.
Got the 1. So am I telling it, or what am I?
Oh, you got a 1 for you, not for Chop?
Yeah.
Myself, I got an 11.
Cool. I don't even Chop at tally. All right, cool. Xeno, go for that 1, baby.
Okay, so I have to retell the story, the tale.
Start from the cemetery, where you guys were. No, not the cemetery. Not the cemetery. I'm sorry. Start from the
Okay. Copy.
from the governor's mansion, coven area. Yeah. No, I'm saying
Okay.
governor's mansion. It's not even what it's called.
All right. So everyone regrouped at the coven. The main party did, and Gallo basically had asked for a group of guardsmen to basically come with them to the house where they went to fight the what was it? Changeling? What was it? I'm sorry.
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger. All right, doppelganger, which ensued in a pretty good ambush upon the house, mostly killing all of the guard. We don't know if that one fucker from the prison made it out or not. Beyond that, we basically successfully got the house until one of the fuckers was like, "Ring the bells," and then hell broke loose. Werewolves and goblins descended upon us, and basically at a hell's brink, it looked lost. Then the governor came, but I'm pretty sure it was beforehand, but it doesn't matter. Either way, he came. We're surrounded. He tells us, go into the house, finish the business, and we go and do so, leaving May outside. I think with the rest of the side characters like Oscar and them. Once going inside, we are meted by, I think, just a stairwell down and a hallway that's filled with mirrors side to side, and the doppelgangers, which ensued into a massive fight, which is pretty fun. Not really a massive fight, skirmishes, but we killed them all. Until we met, I think, the head. Don't know his name, I don't think he had one. We'll just call him the head. They were all brothers. He was real sad. We killed him, then brought him back to life. Got the information that we needed. Or I think we're going to. We haven't yet. And now we are just stuck in a back room where all the brothers slept. And I think we are about to decide whether or not how fast we should head up and fucking join this fight, because we don't know if we're winning or not.
All right.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Holy crap.
So,
Forgot about my cutting words. I could have been using this whole time.
it was pretty accurate. You covered just about everything what you needed to. It was a long session. You guys fought for about 4 hours, but that's really all that really happened was that. So, it was a useful little endeavor there. 1 second. Let me look for something. Trying to find this. Does anybody have the note that you guys found with the 6 names?
I doubt it.
It'd be pinned somewhere.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Can't find it.
The 6 names? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Burnt
Wait,
out of my memory
yes.
as soon as I read it.
Hang on. Oh, fuck.
It was written down somewhere.
Yeah, and I can't find it. I don't know where I put it.
Someone has the note. Pretty sure
Yeah,
Gallo
you do.
would. Yeah,
Think we
exactly.
in-
So I don't have it, but it'd be one of those things that.
Where did I put this at? Did I pin it?
I could have put
Did
this
not.
in enemy. Honestly, I should have done a lot more of this. Now that I see all these tabs
Oh.
that I got here.
No.
What happened? What did you do?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Was it? I'm trying to think. Okay,
It was in Roach's campaign.
figured it was.
Can I fucking pin things? No, I can't. That's right. Oh.
It was Richter's.
There it is. Oh, I spelled Richter wrong, so I couldn't find it. All right.
Oh.
Cool. Thanks for that. All right. So, you guys went down there, and after a bit of a mind fuck. Honky Pete fell for multiple doppelgangers and trusted them with his life, and
My friends.
that was made for quite the interesting journey. Vanaz, trusting no one, was able to successfully not be fooled and finally regroup with the party. Gallo, through some trials and tribulations, also managed to remain unaffected by the. Oh, and through a very smart method, ousted two doppelgangers by pulling out his piece of flesh that he had with the tattoo on it.
I got a skin flap in a book, baby.
But
Roach, real quick.
Yeah.
How come the silver coin thing didn't work? I thought doppelgangers couldn't touch silver.
Yeah.
you guys made that up in your heads. That is not true.
Okay.
Really?
How come the blood thing didn't work?
Well, I mean, that's for you to find out. So,
And how come
Continuing.
Casting our spells worked.
continuing, you guys made it to the last one and made a bargain with him that you would spare him in addition for information. Because as he told you, he was more scared of his bosses than you guys killing him. So now you are in that chamber still, where Vanaz, your axe is bloody with the brain matter of him.
To wield an axe. That's
I'm sorry, the mace that you have is bloody with the brain matter from when you caved him in. He has been revived, though, for quite the price. But, Vanaz, you kept your oath, and
pretty petty for that.
now that's where we are. What would you guys like to do?
Anybody remember what I wanted to ask this guy?
No.
You said you would take him somewhere else, and you guys would get to talking. Because at the moment, the people upstairs are dying, waiting for you guys to finish this fight.
All right. I guess bag him, tie him up, and the rest of us, we gotta get up there.
I concur. Does anybody have any rope?
I do still somehow. I have rope.
None of us carry rope on us.
I have
I had
string.
3 things of rope, and now I've got like 2 left. Okay.
You
have
are-
my rope.
Lagging my game, stop spawning these guys.
What do you need, army of Honky Pete's? You don't like it?
We'll be unstoppable.
Think of all the cutting work. Oh.
Anyway, continue.
Now Vanaz is sad for some reason.
He doesn't know
I
why.
think we're gonna.
As if 1,000 voices just cried out. Or something cut off.
All right. Let's
Here,
tie,
you can
let's
have my
tie his
rope. There you
hands and.
Oh wait, I left
out
the
of here.
room. I'm not in the room, so you guys don't have my rope.
Am I down here?
Yes.
Okay.
We need a way to get him out without him getting killed on the way up.
I
Probably
can
have to move him afterwards.
I can change to somebody else.
Are you like defeated spiritually and you're not gonna run away?
Well, yes, kind of, but
Defeated spiritually. I'm not gonna run away. Sorry.
you've chosen to spare me, so I will follow you. What you'll need
Well, I kind of trust that.
you'll need proof that you killed me, though.
I mean, we've got like 5 of you over there. We could probably just, you know.
Do what you will then.
I mean, to be fair, as much as they'll want a public execution, I was going to probably just leave you down here and get you later. Bring you into the forest with Oscar, and we'll deal with you. And we'll probably think that we did a private execution there. As much as they'll be angry about it.
I mean, do you want to watch him?
Not particularly.
I
But
have
we
an
gotta
idea.
go.
All right, I'm gonna find one of the dead doppelgangers and.
I can disguise myself as a maiden and go up with you as if you've rescued me.
Okay, I'm still gonna go cut off one of the doppelgangers' heads.
Obviously.
Yeah, and then hold it. It looks like a doppelganger now, right?
Yeah,
didn't
it
retain
has
whatever-
changed back over time.
Okay. All right, let's get up there then and stop this. I guess we head up. Oh wait, we're still in a fucking maze of mirrors, aren't we?
No, they lifted the maze before the you guys. That's how you found the back room with the
Oh,
beds
okay.
and the photos and stuff in it.
Oh, can we do? Did we search this room at all?
You did not.
Can we do a? Can I do a quick little search around?
Sure. You look around. There's 6 beds in here. It looks like this is where they often go to get away, to kind of retreat. This is their safe space, if you will. There's photos of them as brothers hanging together, photos of other things, illustrations. By photos, I mean, paintings. There's a bunch of stuff like that. There is beds and candles, and it just looks like kind of home. Nothing really of note is down here.
Damn. Any notes or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Gallo, keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't bolt. I got a plan. Then I'm gonna take the head and run up the stairs with it.
All right, I look at him and I'm like, you got 5 minutes if you want any personal belongings with you.
You've already taken everything from me. I'm ready to go.
All right, then I go upstairs with him.
All right. So, as you walk out with the now Percy, you watch him shift into what looks like a priestess that you've seen before. Honky Pete, or I'm sorry, Vanaz and May. Is there anything? Are you guys going with them right now, or what are you doing?
I'm not in the room.
Yeah, but they're walking out the room now.
Oh, they're walking out the room. Okay, then yes, going up with them.
Okay. Honky, you collect one of the heads, and you notice as Percy looks away, and with a grizzled look on his face, and doesn't want to see that, but
I spit on the corpse.
There.
you
Ooh.
you hack a nice loogie up on the corpse. Vanaz is clearly a lot angrier, but nonetheless, you begin to head up the stairs, and finally, after this long, or May, did you want to do anything before we move on?
Just gonna follow.
Cool. You guys begin to head up the long staircase. As you do, you kind of feel the weight of everything. It's been a long night. It's been a long month. It's been a long time you've been doing this, and while you've been running on adrenaline, you can feel the fatigue setting in, both mentally and physically. You're not so tired you couldn't do anything, but you just kind of feel that the weight almost lifted off your shoulders, but also how much you've been doing it setting in, and you feel it. You begin to go up the stairs, and eventually you hear that sword clash from outside, and you guys begin to pick up the pace as you run, and you run. Finally, with those doors busted open as Vanaz had smashed them through earlier, you get to the top of those stairs. And outside, you see the governor, you see Oscar, you see Rylan, you see a handful of soldiers. Somebody just followed me, thank you for following me. You see the handful of soldiers, and you see that they're on their last leg. They're holding back these droves of enemies on the door here to protect you guys. May probably left to hurry you guys up, and it's just looking like they're on their last leg.
I'm running up and trying to get as close as I can, maybe like up on a table or something to kind of put myself up above all the fighting. And I'm gonna cast.
I lift him up on my shoulders.
Okay.
Okay, well that's not quite as dignified as I wanted this to be, but okay. I'm gonna
You're
cast
standing on my shoulders.
minor illusion to make my voice louder. I think I can do that, right? Oh no, I create a sound. I'm gonna cast. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna cast Shatter up in the air above everyone.
Okay.
To try to do like a really loud noise to fucking stop the fighting and direct attention at myself.
Okay.
You don't have prestidigitation.
I do have prestidigitation.
That is exactly what that spell is used for, Honky Pete.
No,
Yeah,
this
she
is for
showed really
cleaning.
loudly.
This is for cleaning things. I've used this before.
Can't you use it to project your voice?
I believe you can. It's like an
So we're
all
gonna
around
show you make
spell.
color, create a non-magical trinket.
But
I'll
Ash
say
is
anything
yelling
about
really
this.
loudly.
Nah, I'm using Shatter. I'm doing it.
Okay.
It's wasting.
I know it's wasting. But we have some new spell system that I need to figure out later, so.
Okay.
Ah, what?
All right.
Above
So
everybody.
as you run up, Vanaz, you guys are in sync. You're bros. You've been so for a while, and he picks you up and puts you. You stand on his shoulder like a cheerleader, and you hold the head up in the sky,
God damn it.
and you cast Shatter, and this loud clap rings out into the sky. This boom casts over everyone. They look up to see what it was. It doesn't stop necessarily, but they look up to see just what has happened above, and they see you standing there.
Head in the hand. Look here. He's dead. It's over. There's no one left to pay you. There's nothing to fight for. Go home. I'm tired. I'm gonna throw the head at him.
As you do it, some of them kind of look at you almost like in disbelief, and some continue fighting, but you see a few start to turn and leave, and start to run the other way.
That kind of worked. All right. Anybody else got any ideas? I kind of thought that showing them the head of their leader would.
You see about half of them. It's the rest of them. It looks like they probably didn't notice or didn't pay attention.
So, where's the nearest werewolf that looks fucked up?
In the front lines, he's got like 10 swords in him. He's still coming through, still trying to attack. He's like reaching his arm through the line, trying to reach and grab at people. And they have their shields up and they're just stabbing him repeatedly.
They're non-silvered swords.
He looks like he's definitely taking damage. The guards probably do have some silver weapons.
We're just hanging out.
I'm just sitting here with you. You're on my shoulders. I thought your plan would work.
Well, I did too. I didn't.
All right. I mean, I almost want to cast this Radiant Soul and charge the werewolf and lift him up into the air, and I want to try and kill him. Basically.
Is Radiant Soul your
Hang on,
wings?
I need to make sure. I need
Okay.
to make sure because I'm looking at. Is it the racial? Let's see here. Yeah, it is Radiant Soul. Once per action, you can transform and gaining glimmering eyes and
Cool.
do incorporeal wings for a minute.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I'd like to lift them up into the air and just.
Gallo,
This is
recognizing the situation is not fully fixed yet, he runs past you, Hockey Pete, and Vanaz. He kind of moves you to the side. You see as these corporeal wings burst out from his back in this aura, and he runs forward and kind of takes flight, lifting his feet coming off the ground as he grabs the werewolf under the arms and flies up into the air above everyone.
That's pretty badass.
What do you want to do, Gallo?
Let me see here.
Did Banaz make that sound as it's going up? Is that a situation?
Yeah, it sounds just like the music in the background.
Take witness and understand what part in this battle is lost. You have been defeated. Live now with your lifespan or be annihilated.
And I will fucking just drop the werewolf to the ground.
So he yells through his helmet, through his plated mask, and you,
Everyone says what?
as you see him, he's holding the werewolf up, almost like a status symbol of victory, and he tosses him to the ground as the werewolf plummets, and you hear his body thuds on the ground, crushing a few people below him. You see the blood pool out from the fall. And then, as people stare up at him, many more of them, almost all of them, begin to turn and run. Anyone that doesn't turn and run is overtaken by the remaining guards. And you hear them cheer your friendly forces as you do this and recognize, and they look up to you. And the governor looks up at you, and he like pumps a fist up. You can see that he's pretty bloody himself.
Nice.
And they're on the run.
Banaz is gonna go around sparing the, spare the dying, using that cantrip, just to like stabilize anybody who's on the ground.
That's a cantrip?
But all it does is stabilize them. Doesn't heal them.
Oh, fair enough.
After this group begins to run away, you can feel the deep breath that everyone takes. And they kind of open, in, like the Red Sea, to let you guys through. Vanaz going around laying on hands to spare these dying people. They're
Just to
nodding
spare the dying.
to spare the dying. I'm being poetic. Thank you. He's putting his hands on these people to spare them, to save their lives. As you guys walk through this sea of people, many of them are putting their hands on your shoulder as you pass, nodding to you. And as you walk, the sun is just beginning to peek up over the horizon, over the buildings, peering through, casting sunlight, ending this long night that you guys have been engaged in as you traveled for hours across the city doing battle. There's a lot of dead everywhere on both sides, and Vanaz, you're able to save quite a few people by going through here, people that were on their last leg, that were being trampled and whatnot. You don't see many werewolf bodies, but there are a lot of goblin bodies and a lot of just red tabard guards from the opposing side. And as you guys continue through, this is pretty much how the night goes. It's a joyful feeling, but it's somber. Many houses are destroyed. People are still trying to put out flames. People are still trying to kind of deal with this carnage that's been cast upon this city through this night. And while you feel relieved, it's still a very heavy setting. What would you guys like to do? Percy is with you in maiden form.
Guess we should. Shit.
Get quote
We
unquote
can head back to the
from
church. That's where
somewhere
everyone else is.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out the loot and do a little jam here. Try to lighten everybody's spirits.
Okay.
Have I done my yesterday one yet?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Oh,
I write
song?
songs in a notebook sometimes, and then I forget which ones I sing when I'm drunk.
Well, roll performance, and then you can go ahead and sing them. Also, no, I don't think you've done anything recently. I remember I fought the Law on the Law one. That's the one I remember.
There you go.
That was a good one.
Some of the guards are humming that periodically. You know that still goes around.
Say 26.
All right, play that fucking lute, boy.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I need to play this in my ears so that I don't feel so stupid singing.
Honky Pete gets up on a destroyed cart, and pulls out his lute. Some of the soldiers looking around as they're dealing with other things. He's kind of tuning it. He's making sure it sounds good.
All adventure seemed so far away. All I wanted was to drink and play. Oh man, that wizard is super gay. Suddenly, I'm not half as chill as I used to be.
Rylan throws his hands up like, what the fuck?
Some big ass wolf took a bite of me. I'll kill that wizard. That's a guarantee. God, I miss the snow. I don't know. Should I have stayed? That's where I belong. Now I long for Hardyard Bay. The end.
All right, wonderful. People look around and they're like, start clapping.
Yeah, for sure.
It's supposed to be a
Yeah.
little sad.
It was sad. It was
Everybody happy.
it was a sad song. It hit me as the DM who knows your backstory. It hit me deep, but
One tear comes down Vanaz's eye.
one Vanaz, who loves poetry, a tear sheds. Vanaz, I'm sorry, Gallo. I was in the middle of reading that and it went away. You said you fly. All right, Gallo, you start flying towards the countryside, and you land, letting your wings hang while you walk. Where are you trying to head, Gallo?
I'm just going to let my wings basically just go until they disappear, and I'm going to head to the church, the same place, but I'm going to arrive late.
Okay. So, you guys make your way through the town, seeing what is unfolded. You see soldiers holding. I mean, you see wives holding their dead husbands or cradling people. You see children looking for lost loved ones. You also see some people are completely safe in their houses. Some people are helping their neighbors out. Most of the fighting has all but stopped as you walk through. The hooligans have fled the city. They are gone. They're disbanded. They don't have a source of income, and it has likely spread throughout their ranks what has happened. And none of these guys are the kind that are going to fight for any kind of ideal. They're fighting for money. So you guys make your way through. You pass through by the coven, where it is nobody's there. It's utterly destroyed, as you have seen. The floorboards are gone. The basement is exposed. The walls are gone. Towers collapsed. It's completely destroyed, much like many other buildings. Eventually, you make your way through the town. It takes you about an hour to walk as you analyze everything going on as the sun comes up. You get to the outskirts of town, where you approach the church. You see the Minotaurs posted outside, and you see what looks about 3 dozen dead guards, the red-cloaked guards. Minotaurs are fine, though. It looks like it wasn't really a challenge. These guys probably passed by on their way out or at some point, and they were slaughtered pretty handily. And they see Vinaz and the rest of you, and they take a knee, and they make way for you to come into the church.
I boast them to get up and get off their knees, and they can come in with us.
All right, they do so, and you enter the Church of Tamaroth. Inside, you see your father by the altar with that sword you gave him, and you see the priestesses all huddled around, waiting to hear news of anything, it seems. Carla is working on one Minotaur who looks like he was injured at some point.
It's over. Percy is dead. His guards have fled. Oh, damn. I'm so good I rhyme even when I don't mean to.
A few of the priestesses chuckle. They can't help it. One of them says, "Where's Oscar?"
Where's Oscar?
Yeah, I'm leaning over at Vanessa.
He was at the battle site, right? He was fine, right?
Yeah, last you saw him, he was back there. He was fine. He was a little torn up, but
Shit, we maybe should have grabbed him on our way
He's
over
fine. He looked a little torn up, but he's good.
a few of the priestesses like, "Oh, phew." And
He got one new scar though, but it makes him look more handsome.
really, to add to his collection. Oh. Over on the far side is Carla, who looks over, and she takes a deep breath as those words leave Honky's mouth about Percy. And she sees the maiden with you guys, and she says, "Who is this sister you've brought to the church?"
No one you need concern yourself with. She'll be leaving shortly.
Is she not one of mine? I don't recognize her.
Yeah, not quite one of yours.
Well, welcome,
Naz is
young
just,
sister.
looking up awkwardly.
Vanessa, is there a basement or somewhere we can talk a little more privately?
Is there a basement?
No, there's not.
Is there like a back room?
There is kind of. It's a large church where this would be where priests would have set up beforehand, kind of the back room.
I walk over there and I show him the door to the back room area. Is anybody in it?
Nobody's in there.
All right, let's go in. I'll bring the quote-unquote priestess with us.
Before that, what did you say, May?
Said we should probably get her somewhere safer.
Ah,
Yeah.
is this good for you? This room safe?
Yeah.
Cool.
Safety isn't the highest concern, as long as
As you guys walk through, your dad, Vinaz, he says, "Vinaz, was it a good fight?"
It was, and I fulfilled my oath. I killed Percival Heraldine.
What?
Sixth him.
Well, when you're finished, I have news on this sword. When you are ready.
I'm not gonna go in for the questioning. I'm gonna go and talk to him instead. I'm gonna stay with him.
fair enough.
All right. Did the rest of you go into question?
I do.
Okay, May.
Oh, what?
Okay, Gallo.
Oh, yeah.
All right. As you guys go into the back room and close the door, There's a candle already lit. Percy goes and sits down at the table, still in his priestess form. Takes a deep breath and he says, "Okay, what would you like to know?"
Grab
Oh.
the maiden.
Oh, we meant to change. What if somebody walks in, dearest Honky?
They won't.
He changes into.
Gallo, can you block the door for us, please?
Someone's going to agree with the maiden. Say, if someone manages to barge past Gallo, say, with a teleportation spell.
All right.
by the
If
name of Rylan.
this has to this conversation gets more complicated than it needs to, I'd rather somebody didn't walk in on us torturing a maiden.
Well, before anything, can I have. We've talked about this already, but what's the guarantee you don't kill me again? Is your word any good?
Honky.
Expensive to revive you.
Sega.
Of course it's expensive to revive me, but once I give you information, there's no need to revive me. This deal is banked on the part that I get to walk away and start my own new life.
My word is good. You have it.
Do the other two of you agree that his word is good and that your word is good? Can you promise me?
As long as I'm allowed to walk free, you are.
Where's the big fellow of yours?
Which one?
Talking
Me?
with
He's busy.
others.
Okay, can I get his word? He's the one I'm worried about. He took too much
You don't
pleasure.
need it.
Hmm.
He got what he wanted out of you.
Right, well.
I already gave my word back at the other place.
Okay. Anywho. Go ahead. What do you have?
You said you had bosses.
Yes.
Plural? It's not just Gallo's little companion.
You mean Akira? Well,
Kira.
Akira was my muscle. And I guess I should start with a little information. We, my brothers, were found as young men. We were not always... Which one are you pinged me? Hold on. Before I continue. This might be important.
It was me. I was
Okay.
being demonetized because of Honky.
Hold on. There we go. Yes, well, we were found as young men. My 5 brothers and I. My name is Alodinus. We grew up in the forest not far from here, towards where you found those werewolves, of course. And one day we lived off petty crime, as doppelgangers do, doing what we could to survive, outcasts of society, but we had each other. One day, this cloaked man, with the moon symbol on it, approached us. He approached us and he offered us a job. He said, "Run the city, run the Raven's March for me. As a man, I will set up for you. If you can do that, I will make sure you're taken care of, and it will be the opportunity of a lifetime." I mean, and what was there to complain about? It sounded like a good gig. He said that he would handle everything. He would get rid of the original Percy. Hey! Come here! What do you bark? All done. You ruined everything. Come here. He said he would get rid of the original Percy and get us set up as we would, and all we have to do is rule. He would put us in place. And so, that's what we did. And that's how easy it was. As far as I know, Akira was given to me. He told me this was my muscle. I could do things. Whatever I needed, he would get done. Apparently, he took care of all these people. And we were ordered to look for something. We were ordered to search continuously, to keep searching. And that's what I spent most of my time doing, running the city while they searched and while I employed men to search. Over time, I grew quite independent, had my own forces, and I got to the...
Searching for what?
Well, I wasn't sure. They never told me. They told me I'd know when I found it. And they continuously told me to look for something. I looked all beneath the city. I dug all sorts of tunnels. I looked around the city. I looked everywhere I could in the vicinity. They said it was close by. And so, that's what I tried to do. But this organization, I don't know the name, but there's more of them for sure. This wasn't one man, the cloaked figure. But as our forces kind of spread out, and I had guys loyal to me, and there was guys that he appointed. I was never sure quite who. Turns out Akira was not one of my guys. I didn't know that. It would have been nice to know. Eventually, I felt like I was getting pushed out. I could tell they were getting impatient with I haven't found anything, and they were just going to try and do it themselves. They didn't want me. I was getting too powerful for them. So, I did a little research about what they were looking for. I did research about what I could do. I began to try and push them out, and that's why I started to gather those werewolves. That's why I started to gather the goblins. I needed to gather people to help me, people that couldn't be owned by them. And it's also, I'm sure you're wondering about their eyes of the priestesses and stuff. That was ordered by them. It was ordered to capture priestesses and capture their eyes. I tried very hard to buy the coven as a bargaining token. I know they wanted it. I know that they wanted all those priestesses. I could have sold them all to them for a hefty price, and I probably could have kept myself in power, but I could not get it bought for some reason. Don't know why. But in my research, I have theories about what they could have been looking for. My theory, don't quote me on this, I believe they're looking for, as the legends say, the Demon Lords. Do you know the legends of the Demon Lords? Yes.
Enlighten me.
Ah.
Remind me if I remember.
You would all probably know, but I'll just continue. As you know, the sage, the great man from Sage's Reach, casted the demons away, sealed them in the Demodaion, but they were led by these demon lords, and it's said that they're still out here in the world to be utilized, to be ruled over. We have the tools, of course, but I don't know why they would want them, but as far as I can tell, it's what they're looking for. I think it's related to the eyes. It's not the eyes they want, it's the priestesses without their eyes. That's what they want. The eyes themselves are not special, but legend says that these priestesses can gain a certain sight through misery once they are blinded.
Well, I suppose we'll have to look into that. Do you have anything else?
If you do find Akira again, I hope you kill him. Him leaving really hurt my ability to handle things.
Where would we look for this this cloaked man with the moon symbol, or any of his compatriots?
I have no idea. They would come periodically and give me orders, and I'm sure they're always watching. I kind of assumed they were, but they wanted me out. I don't know why. I don't know what their plan was, but I assumed because I was getting too strong, but I'm not sure where you would find them now. I haven't left the city in years.
How'd you get all those werewolves together?
One of my brothers, Stolazar, went on a trip to Ellesmere. Did some research on that man Wilhelm, the governor, out in that town that you fucked up, and offered him a deal. Offered him the proposition that we would give them a place to be werewolves, a place to live freely without being hunted. And we could employ them, pay them heftily, and we would just need him to turn a few people. He agreed. He agreed to do so, agreed to help us, but his damn son, that we did not know was a natural-born werewolf. He kind of threw a wrench in that, wanted to break away himself from us. So it was a bit of a hassle. Thankfully, once he was dealt with, I could still salvage some of the werewolves, but many of them scattered. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of my main force through that. As I'm sure you know, they're quite hefty opponents.
Yeah, you see my boots?
Yeah.
They're actually made out of the skin of that guy.
Oh, good. He's a bastard. I'm so thrilled.
He was.
Yes. Well, you have anything
You guys
else?
have anything for him?
I do.
Gallo, May?
Yep. So, when we were in the prison, what were you digging for in there? There were ruins at the bottom. What'd you find?
Well, I never found anything, but I was trying to keep digging. As I said, I believe what they're looking for is somewhere beneath the city, or it was. It could be gone. As much as I dug, I don't know where it was. But I was trying to get deeper and deeper to find it. As if I found it, I would have the ultimate leeway over them. That's what they were looking for.
You mean to tell me you have no idea what those ruins underneath the mountain were?
I don't. I assumed it would be close, but my progress has obviously halted. They looked ancient. It could have been some sort of ancient chamber or place where what I was looking for could have been one of those demon lords. Perhaps he had followers. Perhaps we don't know everything. We assume they terrorized humanity, but perhaps there were some humans that were loyal to them. I don't know.
How did you get the dragon down in that pit?
Sorry, can we just go pause that for a second? Sorry, what did you say, by the way? Just 5 seconds ago, I missed that.
About what?
The ruins? That potentially they were serving the demons, that we said?
So potentially, he said, we always assume that the demons and the demon lords have terrorized mankind and the other races, but perhaps there were some that were loyal and followed them and built shrines and sacrificed and did things, basically.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Just missed that. Sorry to interrupt.
So what was your question just now, Honky?
How'd you get the dragon down in the pit?
I'm very curious to that myself.
Akira. He said that he knew a way. Apparently, a wizard, a very powerful wizard, was able to place a sign on the dragon and reverse summon him into the prison. I don't know if he went down there, but there's a large rune that we used to summon him when we needed to. I was under the impression that this was for my benefit, but apparently I was used to build such a prison and then to capture the dragon only for their own use.
May,
Simultaneously, Akira and the dragon disappeared. I assume he'd stole it. I know it was freed, but as quickly as it was flying over the city when it suddenly had vanished, I can only assume they resummoned it somewhere.
How about the minotaurs? I found one down in the pits, or down in the lower levels, being experimented on. Why were you hunting them?
Well, 2 reasons. Number 1, something I learned. Something that I did agree with them. They told us we were special. They told us that the properties we have are something that could be beneficial to anyone, and it gives us an incredible advantage in combat and in other areas, but we lack certain things. And what if I could combine such a power with a beast of extraordinary strength, like a minotaur? Imagine a minotaur who could change face, who could shapeshift, who could turn into something else. And then it went farther, and then I said, what if I combined such a monster with such a powerful creature with another being? Many other beings. I tried many things. I tried a Goliath. I tried doppelgangers. I tried a werewolf. I've tried many things. Experimenting on them, as such, was a good avenue of science, if you will. But it started as an order from them. They wanted to start that research, and I pursued it.
Now, you want to ask anything maybe about your employer?
I mean, to my knowledge, they were my employer. Also, hi.
Hello, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, why were you employing all of these immigrants, we'll call them?
Well, you work for less, don't you? And often you take opportunities that you need because you want to see the big city or you want to see the area around here. But it's also, like I said, they were managing to get in people under me that I didn't know. People that Akira had hired, I assumed for his benefit, he assumed would follow him. It became kind of an internal struggle. I tried to find people I could trust, and so people from the outside that I could trust also, but it went both ways. It was a large operation. I don't know who hired you. I have had tens of thousands of employees, but that's all I know about that.
Well, I assume
Does
since
anybody-
most of you are dead, my contract gets to be voided because I'm fucking out of here.
Well,
How about,
all of my...
how about your money?
What about it?
Speaking of contracts, the kind of people you were hiring, you must have quite a sizable stash somewhere.
Well, when you're in charge of all the crime in the city, yeah, you get into that area of business. I took a lot of interest in a lot of businesses and a lot of different crime areas. It's all to accumulate money, all to pay people, all to keep things going. Money runs the world. And by extension, so does crime. So what are you asking?
Where might we find a stash such as that?
Much of it was lost in that attack. I stored most of it in a bank that was burned down. I had some in other banks spread out, but a lot of it I had to pay out to take the city. And a lot of it I had made promises of even greater wealth if they could take the city. So most of it is gone, unfortunately.
Most being the key word there. Where's that one little bit that's left?
I assume it's still in the banks somewhere. Although Haroldine is dead, isn't he?
That
And
he
so
is.
the banks will claim that money as their own.
Fair enough. Does anybody have any last questions for our guest
Is that what we're calling them today?
at the moment? Hang on. I'm gonna poke my head out
Mm-hmm.
the door and call Vanaz in.
Okay.
Vanaz, darling.
Yes, dear.
Can we borrow you for a moment?
Yeah, I come over.
Before that, we'll jump back. Vanaz is having his own conversation. Vanaz,
Go grab another drink.
as they go into the room, you walk over to your father. And,
That old like forearm grab thing.
yep, you guys give it a good old Minotaur forearm grab.
Glad to see you survived.
Oh, well, we could say it was little thanks to you, wasn't it, my boy?
Do you have any problems with the church?
No, the boys handled it outside quite faithfully. In glorious fashion, I might add. I was able to continue my studies here with the sword you gave me.
Did you find anything about it other than what those souls are and
My
Norway
son,
freedom?
it nearly killed me, I'll tell you that. My heart felt like it stopped as I tried repeatedly. But this sword, it is... I would not advise you to use it. It is not in your character, and I hope you haven't. It is
I
evil.
only used it once to cut a hole in a wall.
This sword is horrid. It is filled with misery. There is divine energy inside of it, but not in a good way. I can only imagine the things it has slain.
Is there a way to destroy it or to remove those souls so they can be free?
I'm not sure about destroying it. As far as freeing the souls, it might require a longer journey. Probably to where it was forged. But you'd have to... I don't know where that was. You would have to destroy it there. As far as... It will also likely lose all of its usefulness. I'm sorry, it's stuttering my words. I know it's not like me, but it is a powerful weapon. It's it is it is a sword that I am sure has caused the gods much ache.
Does it take the souls of it takes the souls of those it killed, doesn't it?
I'm positive it does.
Do we know how many souls are inside this?
The pain I felt reaching through this sword was immeasurable, my son. It was likely an innumerable amount. I could not put a point on it. I could not keep count of the screams and the different variations I've felt. As I've stated, there is divine energy inside. What I'm telling you is there are divine souls. No, there are divine souls inside of this sword, my son. Not.
Do you know which gods?
No, I cannot tell.
Well, then here and now, in the Church of Tamaroth, I swear to you, and I swear to all here who can hear me, I will free these souls from this blade. I will take this quest.
I pray you may. I will.
By the way, where is the place this was forged?
I don't know, my son. I have no idea.
You're making grand promises.
I have no idea. This is my best guess. Tamaroth himself shuddered at the sight of it. That it was
I will bear this burden. I do not know the way.
Perhaps you will find it in time, my son. Perhaps in time. Be careful, though.
Do you know of any way to hide its capabilities from those? Put it some like a sheath or some way to keep it secret as I carry it. So I feel like powerful beings would be able to discern this sword and find where it is, and hunt for it.
It is perhaps the burden you have to take. I'm not sure. I'm sure its owner yearns for its power, but
Out of character.
Yep.
Request: does lead work like it does, and like would it block magical abilities to get through it?
no.
Fuck.
Lead is not. This is not radiation. It's magic. It is.
Do I know if any of that exists? Anything like that exists?
No, probably not. No, probably not.
Okay.
It's possible, but not anything that you or your father has heard of.
Okay. So we don't know of any way of like basically obfuscating or hiding magical energies.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Never mind then. Then I will take this blade and I take it from him and I put it back. I put it back in its sheath and I wrap it up
Yeah.
in the cloth again and I put it in my bag.
All right. Yep. He hands it over to you. And kind of, you've never seen your father shaken like this. He is still the strong father that you know, but you can tell that this was quite an experience meditating over this sword for as long as he probably did it for about 2 days. He was sitting here, just pondering over it, and
I put my hand on his shoulder and say thank you, Father.
no problem, my boy.
I needed to know this.
I understand. I hope I helped you. Tell your mother I did an even better job. There you go.
I will send her a letter.
She won't believe me. She's consistently downplaying my efforts. Never mind. Anyway. At this point,
I'm getting a real peek into your family life here.
at this point, Honky Pete reaches out the door and says, "Over nice."
And I respond, yes, dear.
Now, we
so
could use you in here for just a moment, please.
I go in. I walk in.
All right, you walk in, and the maiden is sitting at the table, and yep, it's the room. It's a back room.
Thought I'd give you a chance to ask any questions you might have before we conclude our business here.
Why were you hunting the Minotaurs, and how did you know where they were?
I wish you would have called me here about 5 minutes ago. Anyway, how did I know? Well, I was given a squad of men, very efficient in their business of hunting Minotaurs. They seem to have been pre-established. I forgot I'm a girl, so I'll change my voice now. They were pre-established, these men. They were very good at their jobs, often bringing back the largest, most prized Minotaurs they could find.
Who are these men? What are their names?
They're called the Minos Hunters. The names are to them. They're an internal squad.
Fuckers. Numbers, powers, abilities, strength.
They are a squad that, of varying size, they typically would take in different members as they lost them. I'm not sure on their size. I believe at the strongest they were 6 strong. But they could be down to 4. They could be up to 7. I don't know. clerical, lightning, anything to mock the Minotaurs.
Lightning. Still fucking lightning. That's for fucking sure.
They claim to be priests of Tamaroth.
Well, that is just swearing a lot of oaths today. But, they're dying too.
He has his book of oaths. It's like, well,
Just, like,
they're
write
fucked
it
too.
down. Have you guys seen like Warhammer Total War?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh my God.
the book
Dear
of grudges?
diary, dear diary, today. Fucking, oh my
I'm
God.
murdering these lads. I got a dragon on this grudge list. I've got a sword. I know I
Dear
did get a cross off
diary.
Percival Hartley. No, I killed him. That's a good cross off there. But,
Did we ever save that Minotaur stripper? What
no, I
happened
still
with
haven't found
that?
her yet. I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah. What happened to her? Actually, no.
Oh
hold
no,
on, hold on.
didn't
We're
that
gonna
whole
we're gonna stick on
club
the
got
main
like
topic
fucked
first.
up, right? Aren't we assuming she's dead at this point?
Yeah, hold on. First, we're gonna stick with the main topic at hand. So these people, what are they called again? They're Minos hunters.
Yes, the Minos hunters.
Minos hunters, 6 strong at max, clerical lightning, mocking minotaur powers. Where can we find them?
I don't know. You could use yourself as bait. I'm sure they'll come for you. But I'm sure they'll continue their business.
How
If
do
I-
you find them?
Well, they were appointed to me back when I had friends in higher places.
Where did you find them?
They were appointed to me. They showed up.
Oh, they showed up,
Yes.
and they gave you no contact information.
No, they would report back, bring me Minotaurs, do their mission.
The next time they're supposed to report back.
Oh, they were just here the other day. They had just set out. I'm sure they won't be back. They know what's transpired.
Which direction?
They set out west, towards the sea, always towards Minos.
See. How many days ago?
1. I'm sorry, not 1. You guys long rested. They set out the day the prison burned down. So about 7.
7 a week ago. Motherfuckers. Hold on, editing. I'm editing my thing now because I have to edit my notes. 7 days ago. Okay, and then next question. Where's Vinar?
Who?
The Minotaurus you had at that strip club.
What strip club?
The one with who's the guy with Eric's father? The fuck's his name?
Homie,
Clarify,
man's
Vanessa,
read
he
the
had so
or
many
ran the
employees.
entire city. I don't know if he's gonna know every prostitute and stripper's name.
Yeah, there's only one Minotaurus in the entire city.
Oh,
Fair
that you know
point,
of.
fair
What was
point.
the place's location's name? What was the guy's name? The guy who your
Hold on, I
compatriot,
might
the other
actually have
criminal
written
mind.
this down.
What's his name?
There is a number of other crime lords. Who are you talking about?
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Is Hatman here?
No.
Damn it, Hatman!
I'm honestly gonna look at this doppelganger and just say, I have no idea what they're talking about. I'm going to be quite honest.
Fucking Hatman. Eric's
I
dad.
don't have it written down.
Roll intelligence. Anybody trying to remember?
Where did my D20 go?
Roll intelligence.
Nat 20, baby.
His name was Roscoe Grimrardi. He was Eric's dad.
Grimrardi.
So I got 17. Roscoe's place. There was a Minotaurus there. Where is she?
Oh, you have to ask Roscoe. I don't know. He was the one that employed her.
He's dead.
Roscoe's dead?
Guess he's dead.
You really do not get out a lot.
You're pretty
Really,
stupid for a
don't
crime
get
lord.
out a lot.
You killed Roscoe and then me?
No, we didn't kill
We
Roscoe.
didn't kill Roscoe.
Is that
fucking-
what the words that came out of my mouth? You stupid
We
doppelganger.
thought you killed Roscoe. Wait, didn't we think he killed
No,
Roscoe?
we
Akira
we
killed
think
him.
we think Akira killed him.
It's more than likely that your pet assassin killed him.
But why? What did Roscoe
Because
have?
he's Akira.
It doesn't.
Roscoe has-
But Akira's very calculated. He didn't just kill anybody.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
He fucked up that entire
Okay.
club.
Hey, he killed
To
everybody
be
at the club.
to be quite fair, it sounded like Roscoe had some type of trump card to basically outmaneuver you, and I don't think he was expecting Akira.
Well, good on Akira then, but that doesn't line up with his motives to. If Akira wanted me out, as he did when he fled, and he wouldn't have got rid of somebody trying to get me out. Doesn't make any sense, does it?
It was a crime lord. He would have probably lied.
I assume he had
Aimed up
something
with-
that was useful.
We're
I
back.
was gonna say I don't think it would have lined up with the goals of the Empire because if this all seems
Are we-
like that.
We are certain that Roscoe is dead, right? Or have we
We
misremembered this?
We seen a,
Ryland-
did we see a dead body? I forget.
I think Ryland.
I
told
know
us
we
he was
never
dead.
saw a dead body. I thought that
No,
what's
because
his
we went to the
nuts?
place.
I'm fairly sure Ryland told us he was dead.
Yeah, I
No,
thought
we
Ryland's-
went. He did, but we went to the place as well, and the place was on. Yeah, because Ryland went there after the.
after the jailbreak and came back with only what's his
Himself.
face's hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Persons who I replaced.
Yes.
Yeah, precisely.
I'm the replacement.
Well, I
I
guess
hope
we're
I've got a
gonna,
better replacement.
I was asleep in the fucking car. You didn't
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go
say
take the dog to
nothing
pee.
Yeah.
But no, yes, we have. So that's a thing we have to do. God, so many
Oh
things
my
in my
god,
checklist.
Roach's dog is getting so big.
Wait, I haven't
Return
even
a,
seen the dog. Let me see it. I want to drive the boat.
It's
I wanna
you
see
can
the
see
dog.
it on the stream picture. She's getting so big.
I'm not fucking looking through. That sounds like a lot of pictures.
So
Hang on, I'll be right back.
where- So I just want to. I stated last game I wanted to escort this person by the way out. I hope that's still all right. I wanted to go
Out of the
escort.
city?
Yeah, escort this. I wanted to escort this person out. Me, Oscar, into the forest, and then I was going to do a little thing, and then just come back, and then I'm pretty sure we're just going to go or whatever. Not particularly sure.
Do we,
Yeah, I mean,
while
while y'all
he's
are
not
doing that,
here,
May's
and
probably
we
gonna go
can.
pack.
I'm sorry, I missed the beginning of this conversation.
We
What
still
were
need to head
talking
north to get Honky and I cured of
about?
werewolfishness.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't remember how long
Well,
we have anymore. We have like a week.
Well, actually, one of the things that we should probably tell the governor is that a lot of his soldiers who are here, if they were bitten or were anything, they probably need that medicine. And they will probably get it in town now because there's a lot more people afflicted, if not send
But
them.
it wasn't medicine. You actually.
I
like,
know,
find them on a priest
I
test.
know, I know, but
Oh yes.
still, it's still, they still
Well,
need
someone's
it.
got to go get her, and that should probably
Exactly,
just be us.
because it isn't even just the guards that are afflicted. It's probably also some of the civilian, if there were any in the area. I don't know how tight that conflict was that we just got into, and then fucking told everyone fuck off. So
Yeah. So next steps.
Before
you
we do
what
that,
you
because
want
we
with-
can have that
Percy.
talk in person, or in character.
Yeah, true.
While he's not here, do we have anything else that we want to know from him? Because we have a golden opportunity to talk to a main antagonist of the story right now. Is there anything that we need to know? Any secrets?
Also, Faye is
I tried to
barely an
find
elf
out where his
yet.
money is.
not particularly. I just want you all to know that I'm going to maim him.
Gonna maim
have
him?
fun.
Sure.
I'm going
yeah,
to
I'm okay with
maim
that.
him because you need to understand that this man is still useful with two hands.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Even if you told Vanessa,
And even at the same time, I'm going to try and scar his face, but I don't know if that's how that works because if
I don't
even
think
if
that
he has,
works.
but I mean, if it does, that'd be pretty cool. But either way, I'm gonna cut off a hand and some fingers because this man can't be
Just
useful again.
take a hand, bro. You don't gotta take
No,
his fingers
Cut off
too.
his legs beneath the knees too.
No.
No.
All right.
What?
Anyway.
Why not?
You know what? Take a
back,
few
he's back, he's
toes.
back. Guys, shh, shh, shh. No, because then he can't
Toes.
stub them. No, because then he can't stub them.
All right. What did I miss?
Take off everything
Not much.
beneath the cat, like beneath.
You
the,
don't have to
leg.
worry, DM.
I
You'll
just
find
ripped
out
the skin
soon.
coat and then like glue it back on.
All right. So let's get back to where we were.
Can your stream see your face?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my wig off on stream.
All right. It's
Who
not my.
wants to see me take my wig off?
Huh?
Yes.
Was that?
Yes.
They all cheered yes.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, I was kidding.
Well, this is the camera for the people. That's for the stream.
Hi, hello there.
Take the wig cap off too. You just look bald.
I am bald.
Take the wig cap off.
Smack my head like a drum. Boom, ba boom.
I literally just thought that she was bald. I didn't know that there was a cap on.
No, let's show him your true hair.
Wonderful.
Oh, you guys, I know you probably can't tell, but my hair's actually got. God, I look so weird. I look so weird. My hair is literally like to here. It's crazy. Ugh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like really long, but she just got it braided
Yeah.
so she can get it
Yeah.
permed later. All right.
All right. Nobody else has any burning questions?
We were talking about Roscoe.
Well, let's see here. We talked about that stuff.
Hey,
We talked about
did
Roscoe
you
being dead.
bet,
This guy
dude?
probably can't answer your questions about that because he's dumb. We've covered the Minotaur stuff. We've covered the dragon thing. We've covered what's in the mountain thing. We've covered his money thing. We've covered what he was doing thing. We covered his story thing. Anything else?
I don't think so. All right, I'm gonna pull out a dagger and put a hand on his shoulder and kind of put the dagger like this.
Honky.
Hang on. All right, it's my turn now. How much is your word worth?
Hold on. Rewind because I was talking. What are you asking?
Put a hand on his shoulder and
Mhm.
pulled out a dagger and just
Can I
put it
see
like this.
Okay.
Ooh.
Can I see me? Can I see
Yeah,
me?
that's-
Damn,
that's,
nigga, sir, you're yellow.
There, she wants to show you her ring she got yesterday.
You see that?
That's very nice.
Yeah, you see that?
Yes,
Pretty.
it's very
There you go,
nice.
stream. Don't worry about it. I got you.
All right, so you put a dagger to his throat and then you ask what?
I told you how much my word was worth. How much is yours?
As good as it can be, as any crime lord. I hope you trust me at this point. I don't have many options,
Doesn't
do I?
Fill me with confidence.
Well, unfortunately, I can't. I'm in no position to double cross you at this moment. So
Insane.
Vanessa.
No.
I've told you how much my life means to me.
My underarm hair.
So.
Vanessa.
But let's say that you walk out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna go to some other city, and I'm gonna hear about another dead man that has risen and started some fucking crime syndicate
And then I'll be
to
forgetting that I eat and drink.
run werewolves rampant.
And people gonna see me.
Well, I have no means to do so. First off, I only made it this far to the support of their organization, not through my own means. I lived a normal young man's life for 25 years before I was approached. Nobody knew my name. Nobody knows Alodinus Richter. Nobody knew Dolazar Richter. Nobody knew Patroclus Richter. Nobody knew our names. And they won't. I'll have to live my life in solitude, away from these people who I fear so much. Unfortunately.
You're gonna give me your word. You will disappear into obscurity. You'll never have any of these schemes. You'll never harm another person.
I don't ever want to see you again, so no. I give you my word, I will not be doing that.
Can I tell? Is he telling the truth? Little.
I mean, you can tell that, like, this is... He really does not want to die, because he told you that, like, you know, in death, he's still scared of these people. And... Oh, yeah, I know, but, his answer would be the same. You know, this is what... You can tell that he's pretty sincere. He doesn't have a means to do so, and he really doesn't have a desire. He's kind of a broken guy right now. You guys broke him.
Out of character question, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know? First of all, do I know anything about doppelgangers?
No, just
From
what
knowledge
just what you've
standpoint?
found from, you know, they have blue blood, you know, they have they're strong, they can change shapes. That's what you know.
Like if theoretically I put a scar on his face when he became something else, like that scar probably wouldn't be there because he could just like change his face to not have the scar.
So he has all his fingers. Percy was missing a finger, so he can change those things.
So like even if we cut off a hand, he could bring the hand back.
I don't know about an entire. You probably couldn't bring his hand back. He can make it look like he's missing a finger, right? He can't grow a hand back. He's not a lizard, so he would not have a hand. No, it would be a severe handicap.
Noted.
Alright.
All right. I hope we never have to meet again. and I'll put the dagger away.
Kev said, "Donkey, you was playing in this white. Roscoe." Yes, Kev. Roscoe is dead.
I'll take 2 steps back.
My abdomen and waist.
'Kay.
Bitch, tell me how to massage my fucking
Am I
belly.
free to
point
go?
at the door.
What'd you say?
I point at the door.
All right. He stands up, and he kind of looks at everybody, and he walks out as a priestess. And you see him leave the church and close the door behind him.
Hang on. Whoa.
Okay.
whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Oh,
I was
forgot
going
Lane went back.
so for anything. I wanted to escort. Is Oscar back?
No.
Okay. I wanted to escort him outside of the city.
Okay.
I guess, yeah, that's your mom.
Gallo follows and leaves with Percy. Is there anything you guys want to do before I do that with him?
I will be using this exact
I think I'm gonna go out and see if I can't do anything to help the priestesses.
Okay.
I'm
Vanaz.
just gonna go pack.
Okay. May, do you say anything to them before you leave?
Ew, are these washable though?
I'm just gonna go say what I'm doing. Just
Because they
All right.
can spin.
I might be back. I'm gonna go pack.
Okay. Vanaz.
This is going to like rub all the
That's
dirt
just
off
thinking.
my butt.
What do we do with these minotaurs? Because I don't know where that lady is, and I have no idea how to find her, other than hunting down these the bad guys of the game of the whole thing, and that's gonna be a struggle.
I'm about to crank this bitch up.
Okay.
Yeah, I leave. I go talk to Carla, see if she needs any help with anything.
All right. We'll do you first, Mr. Gallo.
So I've got
Gallo,
my saber,
you leave
and that's
the what's it called? You leave the church. You follow Percy out. Is there anything you wanted to do or say while you guys are walking?
Not particularly. Just how far out of an escort do you need?
I suppose to the forest edge would be fine. All right, so this is already on the outskirts of the city, so you guys walk for about probably 20, 30 minutes before you get to the edge of the forest. There's no road or anything. It's literally like a little forest line. He turns to you, and he gives you a little salute, and he walks into the forest.
Oh,
Hang
it
on.
doesn't. It's spinning, but
He
it
turns and looks
No,
back
it's
at you.
doesn't spin.
Yes.
All right. So is there like a stump? I'm just curious.
I mean, there's probably there's a stump around.
I walk to the stump and I place. I'm gonna place 5 gold on it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that.
Do it again.
Pardon?
You said you place 5 gold on the stump.
Gold on stump. Yes.
Okay. He looks at you. He says, "Are you flexing?"
No. Take it.
I won't complain about that. Then he picks up the 5 gold.
When he reaches for it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take out my hand axe and cut off his hand.
All right. Unsuspecting, you do that. And it goes straight through his hand. And cuts it off very cleanly. He didn't even yell. He just kind of looks at it with like his eyes like wide open. And he looks at you, looks back at his hand, looks at you, looks back at his hand.
And I grab his other hand and I scoop the gold up. And I put it in there and I put it close to his chest. Yank the fucking axe out and I leave.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Hope he lost an actual hand. I hope so.
Oh, he did. He lost a hand. I'll be right back.
Are you sure you weren't a fallen, Mr. Zeno?
No.
You were not sure.
I mean,
use the
the
restroom real
character
quick.
can go up like this, so I mean, it can change. It's on him.
Or just God, you're brutal for a protector. Holy
Gotta be
fuck,
brutal.
Zeno.
What?
I expect this of a scourge.
Gotta get the point across.
You're not wrong, but shit, man.
I like to think. So when I think about this, I think about the very thing that oh, what the fuck's his name called? It's hang on, it's from the new movie, from the new show, the DC show with fuck. Why can't I remember his name right now? Of course, when I want to remember. John Cena.
You want to remember?
He's playing a superhero. John Cena's playing a superhero, and basically he makes fun of fucking Batman. It's like, does Batman kill people? He's like, how many people indirectly gets killed by these people every year because they break out of prison because he didn't put them 6 feet fucking under? And I'm like, yeah, I like that.
Also, lads, it's a miracle. Roach has 4 concurrent viewers.
My God.
So that was
I'm one
pretty
of
fun.
them.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and stuff.
Quiet's here. Everyone say hi to Quiet
Hello, Quiet.
and Bacon.
Hello, Bacon.
Well, hey,
In
Hey,
Kev
Bacon,
too,
Quiet.
but we ignore Kev.
Hello, Kev.
hey, Kev.
Wow, I just told you to ignore Kev. Y'all are not.
I mean, when's the last time it has anything May said, though? To be fair,
Y'all do not pay attention to what I say.
we do for sure.
I'm
Vanaz
not
just
I
surprised
saw
chooses
I
your
to
walk
last-
off
ignore.
by myself, Vanaz.
Kev, I saw your last YouTube video. It was pretty good.
You made a YouTube video?
Yeah, he did like an ARF thing a little while ago.
Nice.
It was pretty funny.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, what's up? Wait, is Roach gone again?
Yes, he went to the bathroom.
Yes.
His
Yeah, I'm gonna go make myself some tea. Give me a second.
his tiny girl bladder couldn't handle it. Hello, Mr. Pete.
Oh, Nyx, in an out of character little dealy. Try to get back at some point. We had a whole conversation last session about how we keep splitting up and it's fucking up the pacing of the game. So
This is literally just May going to pack up her shit.
yeah, I'm
That
just
is all this is.
yeah.
Unless Roach decides to fuck with the currently split up May.
I mean, doesn't it make up kind of the whole D&D thing, though, a little bit? We can definitely shorten what we do, but it builds what we want. But I agree.
I mean,
For what we
everybody
have,
has
for
their
what
own
we
style.
for what we have been doing, we have been taking, I think, a little long. That prison, holy fuck.
That prison was gone.
The prison, I mean, to be fair, I've never dealt with a fucking. I would call that a dungeon in shorts because I'd never
It was.
dealt with something like that, really.
Dungeons.
So it took a while.
It was a very strange dungeon, but it was a dungeon. You really are supposed to stick together, and we did not follow that rule whatsoever.
Is that the rule of dungeons? You're supposed to
Don't
stick
you
together?
know, you never split the party. Now, that song and that statement pertains specifically to dungeons. I don't care if during roleplay we split, but when we are in the middle of a prison or dungeon, we really should not split up.
Listen, I didn't mean to split up, all right? I thought that my swagger, I thought I'd be able to just walk right through that.
That is not how this works. Wait, no, the DM's
we
coming back.
passed so
Everyone
many
run.
of them.
Panic! Panic! Oh wait, shit, no, he left. Okay. But yeah, no, another good
One
thing
of
is
us.
we have very little cohesion.
All right.
across all.
Back together.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody here?
I believe so.
think
Vanaz may be
logged
making
off.
tea.
That's okay. He's fucking walking around. All right. So, May, you go back to pack to your little hidey hole. As you do, you find that it is pretty much intact, unmessed with. The building above is like destroyed though, but that's why it's underneath. Your thing is all good. So you go in there, you start packing. Gallo, you feel very smug about your hand cutting, and it was a quick and nice decision. Honky Pete, you're helping out with the priestesses, and the day is long, but eventually, you guys.
Free. I hope he'll remember that.
Where do you guys want to go to sleep?
Oh yeah, the coven's fucking destroyed.
On the floor.
I mean, I'll probably offer for them to stay at my place, to be honest.
Okay.
You have a place?
Yeah, you guys have seen it.
Welcome to my place.
I can't remember. I thought you lived literally in a fucking dumpster.
I live in a hole in the ground. No,
It's
no.
behind a dumpster. Come on.
I fucking thought you lived in a dumpster.
She pushes the dumpster aside, and then there's a hole in the ground that she crawls in.
Yeah.
You need to tell me there's a whole milty. Sorry.
So what it is, it's like you push it aside, and there's like a little, like the basement windows that you can see through. Yeah, it's like that. You crawl through that, and it's like a basement. All her stuff in it.
I remember it actually being pretty nice. Like it was.
Oh yeah, no, it was like a pad. It was like a little yeah, it was a little cozy little pad.
Bachelor.
Go there. It's warm.
Is she a bachelor?
She's talking to you, not me.
It's warm. It's not destroyed. There's only one bed, but I'm pretty sure everyone here has bedrolls, so you should be fine.
True, I do have a bedroll. I think I'm gonna chill with the priestesses though. See where Carla disappears off to.
They're all staying in that church. They're gonna sleep on the pews.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Oh, you want to sleep here? Or go to my place. My place has less of a draft.
I mean, I'll come to your place after I find Oscar. Curious where he is.
Okay.
Yeah, we might need to.
Okay. Gallo, as you walk about, you see what's his name? You head back towards the site, walking through the town of the battle. Oscar is there. He's like sitting on like a crate. He's like looking down. He looks very tired. He looks really run down. He has an arrow sticking out of his arm. His outfit is completely torn up, as you can last saw in Roach's campaign stuff. He's there with Ryland. Ryland is like sitting back against the wall. He's like all slouched up. He's also torn up. They kind of just been chilling the whole day.
How long since it's been?
It's probably like 9 a.m. You guys probably walked out of there at like 5 a.m. You know, it's probably like 8 a.m. A little bit earlier.
Both. All right.
Oscar shakes it off and looks up and he says, "Oh, Gallo. Hello. Yes, it was just a long night, wasn't it? It was a bit arduous. Nevertheless, I'm solid. I'm just recovering some stamina. Before I have to go back and help out. Forgive me, it was a little bit of a long rest."
How about you, Rylan?
He's like, "Yeah, that sucked. I'm resting, and I'm gonna keep resting, and I think I've killed enough people for one day. In the fiery
So let's go,
blaze.
let's get him now.
No, Vanessa, I'm not."
Kill him now.
He just says to the sky, says, "Vanessa, I'm not out of spells, you bastard. I'll burn you to a crisp." I'm joking. I'd never burn you, Vanessa. We're best friends, obviously.
You just hear a shout from the skies. Never.
You do notice, that all around there's literally hundreds of bodies that have been absolutely charred to a crisp through Ryland's flames. You've seen them, or Vanass has seen them firsthand during battle. You have not seen them yet, but Oscar's hands, his fingertips are singed on his gloves. They're white gloves, but they have black fingertips at this point.
Well, I mean, the rest of the covens and nuns are up at the sisters are at the Naz's. Oh, sorry, my door fucking opened. Are at the Naz's coven, the church.
Ah, not sleeping in the coven anymore, are you?
Well, to be fair, it's collapsed, broken, and brittle.
Oh yes, that's quite true. I guess it is completely useless now. Right, well, I have my own home to go to. Good luck, fellas. I will see you soon. And he kind of just like snaps and he like falls back into the wall, like fades into it, and is gone.
Let's go ask him to just teleport us. Yes, he will.
What a bastard.
All right, see you, Kev.
Alright. Well, Oscar, where's your horse?
She's hang on. She's still on the outskirts of the city, I believe. I parked. No, the coven. I can't remember. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's been a long night.
I'm sure she's all right. Yeah, let's get you back to somewhere more restful than a battlefield.
All right. You go to pick Oscar up, and at first he kind of stands, but then his knees kind of buckle, and he like leans on you very, very heavily, as he's kind of limping, trying to get back. And eventually, you guys make it all the way back. Everyone is overjoyous to see him, and immediately they begin to work on him over here at the church. Nice.
That's basically
Is there anything else? All right.
I did actually want to ask Carla something
Okay.
at any point.
Sure.
This is.
Cool. At some point, you guys will be sitting there, and you can approach her at any time.
Yeah, I'll go up to her.
All right. Oh, hello, Honky. How are you?
It's been a long night. How about yourself?
That it has. I'm a bit exhausted myself, but the work never stops, of course.
I had a quick question. We had a little talk with Percy before, everything went down, and he mentioned that the group he was working for was after the eyeless priests and things like this. We've had a conversation about this before, but specifically after the coven. Do you know? Is there any artifact or something specifically that they would be after besides just the consecrated ground?
Nothing that we had. It was built quite humbly. And we don't have any artifacts. We kind of carry the religion with us as the priestesses, and we try to spread the good word of our goddess.
And the one priestess we brought back all that time ago, Irina?
Yes, Irina. Yes.
How has she been doing?
She seems to have sunken more into her misery and her darkness when we try every day to keep her spirits up.
Has she developed any sort of spiritual sight or anything since?
No.
I know that's the legend.
She just talks about the She talks about the end. She talks about the darkness, how it nibbles, how it's ever enveloping. She's kind of just upset lately. That's it. It's just she talks what she talks about. It's never anything more.
Fair enough. All right, why don't you get some rest? It's been a long day.
Thank you. I will. She kind of walks over and she
Nat's
sits down.
gonna slip in there and be like, I also have questions.
Oh yes.
Right, she's sitting down. I'm like, give me a sec.
Vanessa, do you mind if I sit down?
Yes, that's fine. But first, sorry, something was going on in the background and I missed that. Where was the eyeless girl? The one.
She's in the room. There's a lot of priestesses in here. She's there.
Are there any more who've been kidnapped or whose eyes have been taken that you have?
She's the only one that's been brought back to us. The rest of them have been killed.
Okay, that was my only question. Walk away.
Good night, Carla.
Good night. All right. So you guys have had a long day, and you go ahead and you take a rest until the next morning. Gallo heads over to May's place, and it's a little bit nicer than sleeping on the pews because there's actual beds there. And Vanaz, where are you sleeping?
Wait, they're sleeping in the church?
The priestesses are. Honky has elected to stay here in the bed of virgins.
That's cool.
I'm just sleeping. I'm not doing anything.
I was hoping you'd all make camp outside.
I was terribly sorry, Vanessa. I'll move everybody out right away.
Time of need, we have to be kind.
No, Vanessa, it's okay. I'll move everybody outside. I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. Let's just. Vanessa's just gonna hang out.
She then kills herself. She hangs herself from the rafter.
Good, that's got her honor back. Vanessa's gonna go
Manaz
hang out
also
outside
got
and
the offer
ponder.
to come to my place, but I doubt he takes it.
No, not in a million years.
He tries to fit his big head through.
Misery and murder and death, unholiness and all those things. Vanessa's just gonna go outside and then hang out in the grounds, the well-kept grounds. And,
Oh yeah, they're so well kept.
Yeah, where is? He doesn't see the guy. He isn't here, eh?
No, he's not here.
Oh no. Never mind. Vanessa's gonna go find his house.
Okay. You go there. You make your way. You remember the way. It's in
What's his name again?
the poorer district. What was it? I gave him a Spanish name. It was like
You made him
Esteban.
Mexican.
it was what?
Oh, I don't know. I said Esteban. That was just the first
I
Spanish name that came to mind.
Was it Jose?
Javier.
I think it was.
Oh, it was Javier. It was Javier. That's what it was. Yeah. All right. So you go over to where Javier was located in the poorer district. This was kind of close to where Percy's place was. You walk down the street to where his house is, and it looks like it's kind of wrecked, but not entirely. It's not any worse than anything else around.
I go knock on the door.
As you knock on the door just kind of falls off the hinges.
I walk in, I pick the door back up, and I put it back.
Okay. You go and you do that.
Javier? No sound.
Nothing yet.
I keep going in. I just keep yelling at his name.
As you get a little bit further, you hear, Mr. Vaness! Mr. Vaness!
Oh my god. Oh, thank God.
We're back here, Mr. Vaness!
God, thank you, you're alive. Where's your family? How are you guys doing?
He pokes his head up. He looks to the back window. He's like, Vaness, I'm in the backyard. Come on.
I go outside of the backyard.
He says, Mr. Vaness, look. We kept the statue safe. He's good. And there's two dead bodies on the ground of guards. And you're pissing on his plants still. The statue of you that he built. And everything looks good. He also brought the painting from inside that he has of you. And he put it in the painting of Tamaroth. And, and he has them like up against the back fence. But the family is around the statue, and they're kind of like, or the fountain statue. And they're kind of like hiding behind it. He says, Mr. Vaness, is it to come on now? Now that you're here, I feel so much better.
It's all over.
Oh, thank God.
It's all safe now.
Oh, good.
How
Oh.
was your family?
Mr. Vaness, did you save us?
Partially, I guess. Partially.
Oh, well, praise
It
Tamaroth.
was mostly the good work of the people of this town fighting for what they believed in.
I believe it. Ever since you've arrived, they have blessed us.
Yes, Tamroth.
I'm 23.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, last year you said you were 22. So which is it?
I don't know. I think that's a pretty good joke. Get out of here. What'd you say, Mr. Vaness? My mind escaped me for a second. A woman talked to me.
I said Tamroth blesses all of us here today.
This is
for
true.
Delivering this town from the evil men.
Ever since you've arrived, his blessing has descended upon us in great wealth. I'm so glad I have converted to your faith. There's nothing like it. I feel so happy and enlightened all the time. It's great.
Are you and your family safe here? Are you
Oh yeah, we're more than safe. Tamworth protected us. And so did my sword. But I believe that Tamworth. Oh no, you've lagged out, Mr. Oh, Mr. Vance, you're back.
Vanessa disappeared.
He faded, yeah.
And then
They came back. He went like, and he just like,
okay, man, froze for a second?
yeah.
Tonight,
Do you need help rebuilding your home? I can ask some of my my men to come help you.
Oh, it's okay, Mr. Vance. I'm quite handy and proud of my work. I think I can manage
No,
it for
no,
now.
I insist. I insist they come help you.
Okay, if you insist, I'll take your help.
I will send several of my men. Or if you'd like, what we could do instead, I think this is still a poor part of town. It may be quite unsafe with the rebuilding process.
Okay.
If you come and build a home near the church, that way you could live near there and be protected by Tamroth even closer.
Mr. Vance, you want me to build an entire house in a day?
No, all of the Minotaur can help you build one.
That takes a long time. You know what? If you think it can be done, I'll do it.
Not in one day, just in general.
Give me 12 hours. That might be a little overestimation of my skills.
Got it. 12 hours? I could do that.
Wait, no.
Money left?
I think I have. I don't know. You tell me. It's your pocket. It's not mine.
I was asking.
Mr. Vance, you always have the money of my heart inside of your pockets.
I know. And you are always in my heart. I keep a locket of you actually in the photo. I've got a little locket. It's got a photo of Javier and his family.
I am so glad you remember me and my children.
I think of you every time. When you're always in my prayers to Tamroth to keep watch over you and take care of you.
Would you mind if I name my next son Vanessa?
I would be honored.
Oh, I can't wait. Baby, can you believe it? We're gonna name him Vanessa. And he turns around. His wife is like, she looks mildly happy. She's not as into it as he is, but but she's like, okay.
How much cost, by the way?
A lot of money.
A lot of money. Okay.
you maybe hear a little whisper in your ear that, hey, maybe we stashed a whole bunch of gold bricks in the fucking.
Yeah.
Weapon. Just gonna point it out.
Yeah.
Did anybody see those?
Oh wait,
gold
what the
bricks?
fuck?
They weren't there
Oh no,
anymore,
I
were they?
forgot they used it as weapons. You bastard.
Yeah, Boudica.
I'm gonna take that whole part back. Can we just pretend I didn't ask?
Nope, that is not how that works.
Well, either way, I give you permission at some point if you'd like to move there. You have permission to move next to the church. I don't do it now.
Okay.
But when you have time.
All right, thank you,
That
Mr.
way
Verness.
Your family can live in a better area of town, and you can live right next to the church.
Mr. Verness, if you do not mind me saying, I believe in making my entire community better, and I would like to stay here and try to help my neighbors. If that is okay with you.
You are Tamroth's greatest son. That's for sure.
Oh no, Mr. Verness, that is you. You are the greatest son, but I'll be your brother.
Start blushing.
Man, Verness just loves praise. You can come do whatever.
But you keep your family safe, Javier. You keep them safe, and you rebuild this neighborhood. You rebuild it in Tamroth's image.
I will.
You do his good works.
I will. They can't stop me. I'll put a statue of you in every backyard. Don't believe it, okay?
Put a statue of Tamroth in every backyard.
Okay.
I don't need to be worshipped. Only Tamroth does.
Okay.
Do not worship false idols.
I'm not worshiping. It's to remember how great you are sometimes, you know? And it reminds me of Tamroth, you know?
I always keep my memory of your greatness here, and I like touch my heart. So you can keep mine there as well.
His wife looks uncomfortable, but, you know, it's you guys are bonding, and that's okay.
I embrace him in a gentle hug.
All right, it's very gentle. He's a soft man. It's a shame he had to get his hands bloody, but
He's a gentle soul.
yeah, as you
We
guys,
have to kill those bad men. We have to protect those we love, and stain our souls with the death of others.
all right, well, wonderful. Javier is good though, and eventually you end up leaving his house after more embracing, and thank God. All right, well,
Oh, thank God he's alive.
but yeah. So
If you killed Javier, I would have had to go on a vengeance trip. Like I wouldn't even stopped.
are you headed back?
Straight somewhere else. Yeah, I'm heading back.
Okay. So, the rest of the day, you guys work to help people and work with the city. Eventually, the next morning comes, and the next morning is bright, and you feel a sense of joy you haven't felt in a while. Would you guys like to take a long rest?
We leveled up. We're perfectly healthy.
Okay.
I used all my spells and I'm hurt.
up, so you got all your stuff back.
I'm. Oh. Okay.
You got your spells back. You're not healed though.
Oh.
I'm not that hurt then. Let me think about this. I used one shatter, right? So
I mean, now it's time to get it back if you want.
Why do you want us to long rest so bad, huh?
Oh, don't. I'm just saying, like, that's, you know, it's okay. You can take a week
I say
off.
we
Okay with
don't
it
long
for this
rest and
story,
we start
like, we-
hunting.
We're
well,
heroes.
but what if we spend a couple weeks like rebuilding the city a little
Hey,
bit and like making
Honky,
it not
we
shitty?
have a week before we turn to werewolves. Let's go north.
You actually have a
Oh,
few
I forgot about
days
that
before you turn it.
Yeah, let's go
Oh.
north.
Don't we still have silver chains somewhere? Couldn't we do
In
another
the
night?
bottom of the locked basement.
It's not locked. It's just
Sorry, I was about to say the
destroyed.
non-locked basement that's completely and utterly destroyed. Yes,
Chains are still there though. There's also 2 priestesses that are werewolves as well.
Oh. Can we make it wherever we're going?
Can I ask a
In
question,
3 days.
boys?
Yeah, ask a question.
Since when the fuck were you werewolves?
We
Oh,
told
did
us
you
in the
not know
beginning we were
this?
bitten by werewolves. Yeah,
I do not remember being told that you were werewolves.
it was never
And
a
you're
secret.
only now addressing this?
I think we
I mean,
talked about this like
it's not a
every
big
week.
thing.
But yes, we are werewolves.
How-
And, we're trying to cure this, but it's taking a while.
What?
Roach, how
What?
many days travel is this place to
Is
get
that a
healed?
werewolf?
You're not sure. You don't know where it is. You just know that they told you
Then?
that priestesses of the wolf goddess Tala can heal you. That's all they told you.
Ryland? Is Ryland here?
No, you just shouted his name.
Ryland! I pull this card. Ryland!
Also, where are you guys? Are you
Like, I'm in-
have you met in the city or are you? Because this is the next morning now.
should run
I think
these
we all
guys.
met back at the church.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume I brought Gallo back completely unharmed, mind you.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue yelling for Ryland until he appears.
He does not ever appear.
What? He always said he'd come if I use this card. He lied to me again. I knew I couldn't.
That
trust
is
him.
not what he told you. He said
Yes,
that
it is. That's exactly what he said.
he told you if you want to contact him one time, you can use the card. That's what he told you.
He said if we wanted to contact him at all, we could use the card. So
Well.
he's not coming. And what a dick. That's a dick move, is what I'm saying.
As you guys are there,
You know what? I pull out one of the sending stones I still have from the fucking prison.
you do not have any more. You used them all in the
What?
prison. I'm
They
positive.
don't go bad.
Ah, you're right. Okay.
So yes, I pull the sending stone and I say,
'Kay.
Ryland, can you come to the church, please?
No, is what you get response.
Fuck, I pulled the second sending stone. I took like 3 of these.
Okay.
I really need you at the church. I have a request of you.
The church is burned down. What church?
Wasn't he at the church with us 10 seconds ago?
He was there a couple nights ago, but there's a lot of he was there. There's a lot of churches though.
The church to Tamaroth, the cathedral, where all the Minotaurs are. I said that on the third stone.
You feel a tap on your shoulder.
Ah, thank you. Can you teleport us? How far can you teleport?
Like 600 meters.
600 meters?
Yes, it's not that far. Sorry.
What about your portal thing? Portal door?
Yes, that's the one. That's the one I always use. That's about 600 meters.
And how'd you get here?
Just now, I teleported with the portal door. It's still open. It's like, fuck.
Only 600 meters away.
I can hop a few times. I mean, I've got a number of spells to use, Finesse.
How fast could you get a pair of us or the whole group to the wolf priestesses of the north?
Finesse, do you know how far that is?
No.
It's
That's why I'm asking.
2,000 miles. Do the math.
So you have no useful abilities here whatsoever.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, never mind. We don't need you then. Please go away.
I think I'll enjoy my time. I've already used a spell. It's a nice day here.
Ryland.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm doing well. How
Ah, well, I'm quite cheery. We've rid the city of that parasite. And so, it's having a good day, don't you say? Right.
my house didn't burn down.
How wonderful. Your little shack, yes, and indubitably. Now, Vanessa, if you don't mind, I'm going to... Where's Boudica?
Oh, since taken quite a liking to Boudica, haven't
You have no proof of my feelings. I'd like to speak to this woman.
I saw that wink and that butt grab you guys did earlier.
You saw nothing.
Very observant. I have very high wisdom.
Ah, yes,
Oh,
of course.
Man of culture, I see.
Of course, I'm very dignified. If you know how I speak.
Boudica is a fine lady. She looks like she would have made a great Minotauress.
Right, well, I'm going to leave you now as you are full of, as they say, shit. Goodbye.
Remember, use protection.
Have a good one.
Alright, he walks away, looking around the church. But,
All right, I'm gonna gather the group around to get an actual plan going.
okay.
I want to hear
Alright.
more of their love story.
So, well, I hate him, so I don't.
Before anything, you hear a knock on the door of the church.
Oh, it's too bad. But as answer it.
I walk over to the door, and I crack it open. Yes.
There is a man there with a scroll. He says, "Ah, is this Venaz?"
Who are you? Kind of rude for you to show up to someone else's door and then not announce who you are.
Well, indubitably so.
And
My
we
name
don't
is
take rudeness here at the Church of Tamaroth.
a large
I
hand.
ask you to leave the premises since you were so
A large hand.
inclined to be a good person.
A large hand goes on his shoulder and moves him aside before you do. He says, "Venaz, is that you? It's the governor."
Oh, hello, Governor. How are you? Yes, it is.
Say hello. Well, I had heard you might be down here from a few years in town. Is everybody here?
Yes, they are. And I said, let's step outside. Let's all step outside. And stop
All right.
doing mundane business in the Church of Tamaroth.
All right.
And so I head outside. And I try to wave to everybody else to come with us.
I follow.
Cool.
No problems there. I love my governor.
As you guys go outside, he has a bit of a party with him. They're some guards. They're all on horseback. His horse is dismounted, and he has that little squire guy who has a scroll in his hand. He says,
The rude one.
"Excuse him. He's very new to his job. But anywho, the people of the town are very grateful, as am I. I'm no stranger to give you your gratitude, and I'm going to be throwing a parade in your honor this week, a celebration of the city. There's some work to be done, but now's the time to celebrate, and then we can get to that. So, the people are wondering, there's something you'd like to be called at this time?"
We have no formal name other than Venaz of House Haberad, a herald of the House of the Isles of Minos, protector of the seas, sailor of the great winds, servant of the Lord Tamaroth. I'm gonna go on for 10 more minutes unless someone stops me.
Venaz, you're a nice guy, but that name is too long for the parade, and so I'm gonna have to.
If I
Veto
dare
that.
say, I don't think we have quite a name for our group officially, but the Ravens March, we're heroes to you. And I think that's just enough.
Right. Well, if you would be my guest of honor, I plan to start the celebrations tomorrow, and have them go over the course of this week. Is that all right with you?
Monkey Pete and the Renegades.
We actually won't be able to stay the entire week. We have to skedaddle.
Unless you know someone of great priestly importance that can get to us.
I'm afraid I
You're
don't.
Like can't be.
Oh my. Well, do you not have somewhere safe you can stay?
We have some silverish chains tied to a broken basement.
Well, listen, I can keep this between you and me. I mean, you've done enough for the city. It's not your fault you got bit. You seem to have fought off the effects long enough. I can lock you up somewhere for a night. That shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, it's not just that. We also have to go hunting. We have some hunters to hunt.
Hold on now. They're holding a parade in our honor. The least we could do is show up.
We're already 7 days ahead.
That's right. I mean, not to give things away, but there may be some gifts bestowed upon you as well.
I feel like it'd be more.
You know I love me some
Vanez,
gifts, Vanez.
Vanez, if I may, as
I have
humble as you are, I know. But take the
It just seems
time.
like a
So
waste of a week. I mean, I would love to party with everybody, but we got business to take care of.
yeah, you're right. But we have. How many times is there a parade in your honor? Maybe when you return home, but when in a foreign land.
Unlike you, Gallo, I do not do these things for honor or for respect. I do them for the sake of Tamroth and for the goodness of this world. And I
Think
do it to help
about how
others.
much it would mean to the people to see their heroes.
I'm just gonna put my hand up. We'll be
They
there,
keep
don't
us
worry.
as heroes in their hearts, and I will always keep them in my heart.
I don't really
And this
listen to
town
music
of good
though.
people who fought for their freedom.
We'll be there.
All right, I'll count on it. You can be there tomorrow, 8 a.m. and we'll get you ready. We'll parade you
High
around.
five, Hunter Pete.
Tamrath just like kicks a rock and stuffs his feet against the ground.
All right, that's all I have for you boys. He extends his hand out to shake each one of your hands.
I shake it. I'm like, yeah, make sure those chains are very secure wherever you want to hide us, or whenever you want to lock us up.
Don't worry, I will.
My hands are extra clammy.
How
I've been
many
holding them to make sure they're sweaty.
werewolves we dealing with?
There's 2 priestesses and 2 of us.
All right, 4 sets. Don't worry, I'll lock the house up. I'll get something worked on.
200 gold for those silver chains, so you can just help us out here.
I mean, I just found out today. Nobody came to
I
me.
mean, I'm not blaming
Asked
you.
me for
I'm
a
more
favor.
upset at my own
It
choice.
sounds like you're blaming. No, I'm kidding. All right, well,
Governor sounds like Doug Dimmadome when I think about it.
Dimmadome,
I'm-
under the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Governor Dimmadome. Dimmadome. All right, well, I'll see y'all later. And he walks over and gets a foot on his horse and steps up, and all of the knights ride away in unison behind him as they head back to the city.
Oh shit, we forgot to ask him about the wolf priestess.
No, you asked him. You asked him, and he said he didn't know
Oh, okay.
anybody. Yeah.
Have we asked Carly yet?
Mm-hmm. That's who told you about it.
Nobody knows. Oh.
She-
we
couldn't
know
give
they're
us,
north.
like-
We know they're to the north. That's all
She
we know.
told you that they will like you'll be lucky to stumble upon one probably in the forest somewhere. They're not like a coven like they are. They live in nature. That's what she told you. That's what she knows about them.
What if that old lady witch in the fucking swamp, or where we were? Like, what if she, the one that got a little kiss from Honky?
The one who gave you a magic axe for a kiss. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
You got a magic axe from that?
Yeah, remember that? It was the fucking
we,
thing that I.
we only got to keep it for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
I was gonna say
it had a
that
really.
is not in my inventory.
It was the axe that always flew north. That was the when you throw it.
Yeah, but only when you throw it, so we couldn't use it to carry. We would just have to we would throw it north, and it would fly directly north of us forever until it hit something. So if
Or-
we hit a tree or something on the way there, it would just stop.
Or you could throw it south and it'll turn around and go north. Yeah, that's it was. But
Okay.
besides the point, we don't have the axe. We don't have to talk about the mechanics. Okay, nobody has it. All right.
If we had a magic axe.
All right. So, does anybody want to do anything today, or are we just gonna chill out until the parade tomorrow?
I have nothing to do.
Stay humble and live in our.
I'm gonna go back to the wait, we still have. No, we made him go away. Damn it! I was gonna ask about places. No, I'm broke. I'm gonna go look for
Y'all want
more
Gallon to
evidence
treat you?
at that place, at the place, Roscoe's place. I'm gonna look for more evidence. I gotta find out where the fuck this lady is. I'm gonna go tell, and also go tell the Minotaurs to look for, to ask around for evidence of the Minotaurs.
Okay.
Also, we don't have to RP it, but Honky is gonna go to look for his gold and maybe discover that most of it is missing and find a couple chunks.
Yeah.
Maybe piece together what happened.
Yeah. You can piece together that somebody. It looks like somebody went and got it and just started throwing it around. A lot of it has been burned more. They were throwing it before the roof exploded, and the roof exploded and collapsed and fell on stuff. So the bag's pretty much empty. You can add 50 gold to your inventory that's left from it. May, what you want to do?
Find something to do. She's honestly not sure what to do. She doesn't really want to be here anymore, but
With May's newfound freedom, she wanders the streets aimlessly, having not been able to leave in months, but now is able to. Vinaz, are you by yourself? Vinaz,
All right.
Alright.
are you by yourself?
I
Do not
assume so.
kill.
I'm just going to check out the Roscoe's place.
Okay. Kev said, "Do not." Kev said he wishes he'd come back. He misses it. Go to the north. Then he said, "Do not kill." But all right,
Not kill who?
don't know. It just says, "Do not kill."
Roscoe's already dead. I wish we could kill him again though.
That you can kill him in the first place. Let's hold up on that. So you head back to where Roscoe's place was, to that back room, and it's the same kind of site back there until you open the doors. When you open the doors, you notice that it has been cleaned up almost entirely.
Motherfuckers. By who? Anybody in the room?
No, there's nobody back here.
Yeah, I rip apart everything.
There's nothing
Just,
left. It's an empty room.
Like up the. No, I mean the floorboards.
Okay.
The walls. They're not stone. If they are stone, I'm pulling out that sword and using it to cut doorways and shit. I am just tearing this place apart.
Okay. What you find is mainly structure. The floorboards are the same as they were. It looks like they've just been cleaned and polished. The walls seem to have been replaced with new wood that you have now ripped down, and behind it is just earth. Not
Also,
earth.
quick
Is like
question,
stone that leads outside.
Before I use the sword, when I use the sword, do I feel bad about it as long as I'm not killing people? Like, no, not feel bad, but like, do I feel its negative energies?
Yes.
I grip the handle,
You-
even though I'm holding it with like a bunch of cloths.
Yeah, you can
I'm never touching it directly.
you can feel the due to your connection to a god that is good. You feel the pain inside of it and the nature of it.
But it's not like affecting me personally. I don't feel it infecting my soul.
That's up to you. No, that's up to Vinaz's mental state. How much it's affecting.
No, but like I don't feel it.
No,
any
there's
negative
no
energy.
negative effect that you have on there.
Okay, cool. That's basically what I'm going with. Because I don't mind using it to do things as long as I'm not taking soul with it. Or killing.
The soul of the rocks that you slaughtered.
Yeah. Well, I mean, does rock count? wait, hold on. In this universe, do inanimate objects have soul?
No.
Okay, good. There are
My
no like
rock
spirits
does.
of the stone.
No, there's no spirit of the stone. There's a rock god though. You're upsetting the rock god.
Hell, the rock god can get fucked. He's not Tamroth.
His name is Dwayne the Rock God. And he's upset.
Well, Dwayne the Rock God and him could get all muscly together. Some fun stuff. Anyway, I am just. Yes, I'm tearing the whole place apart, but I'm going to be very. Like, I am holding. When I hold the sword, I always hold it with, like, something between me and it.
Roll,
Many layers if possible.
roll, investigation.
Investigation. I will investigate. I will find all the things.
What is going on?
Wow,
real quick?
natural one. Natural one.
Yeah, Vanessa, you tear everything up and you do not find anything at all. In fact, you tear. You're kind of just like you're like, was this even the right building? As you're looking around.
I dig more.
Yeah, you don't find anything.
I'm, like, tearing the whole. Nope, still nothing.
Nothing.
I keep. I don't care. I dig. Like I just dig a hole in the ground. There's nothing. There's no. I keep digging down. You know, I keep digging down.
All right. As you try to dig, you're trying to dig with the sword, huh?
No, I'm just digging.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're just digging down into dirt and dirt and dirt, and you get like 10 feet deep, and there's nothing down here. It's been like hours. You're all sweaty. You are just determined, but very sweat. Sweat is everywhere.
I get up and then I walk out of the place and I walk to the street across the road.
Uh-huh.
The door.
Okay. A halfling opens the door and looks up at you, says, "Oi!
Hello, sir. My name is Vinaz of House Hammerhut. Who might you be?
The name's Elric. How are you?"
Right after the prison was exploded and the dragon came and burned down the town.
Oh, it was a fine
Did you
day.
see anything happen on the other side of the street in that building?
Not at. Oh, it was very bright inside. That's for sure. Yep, I saw that the windows were flashing orange. Yeah. Like he was on fire.
That does make sense. You saw nobody go in, no one come out.
Nope. Nobody went in or out. Not that I saw.
Interesting. Okay, well, thank you very much, Alric. You saw no Minotauresses around here, anyway.
Oh, there used to be that one piece of ass used to work in there. She was, haven't seen her in about 3 weeks. Haven't seen her.
That makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna go to Ross. Okay, thank you very much, Alric. I'm gonna go to Roscoe's house.
All right. He closes the door. All right. You head on down the street. Not down the street, down the city, all the way to that rich area on the other side of town where the buildings are massive and the houses are huge, and you get to Roscoe's gate.
Okay, is the gate locked?
No.
I open it up and go through.
All right, you walk up down the courtyard to the front door.
I go to the front door. Is it locked?
Yes.
I try to kick it open.
Okay, it does not budge.
I take that back. I knock first.
You kick it open, then you realize I should probably knock first,
Probably
and
should
then
knock.
and then you knock on the door. A couple seconds pass, and you hear a bunch of bolts moving as this door is about 20 feet tall. It's a huge door, and you hear it open as the little butler stands there. Hello?
What was his name? Do I remember his name?
No, you do not remember my name. I know you do not.
Mr. Butlerman. Do you remember me? I'm
Yes.
Banana's like comrade.
Oh, how could I forget the Minotaur of your stature?
I am. I know Roscoe hasn't been here in a while, but Roscoe said he would take care of a Minotaur for me.
So shit, no, sir. No, yeah, Mr. Roscoe is dead. I know it to be true. He's not back here.
He is dead.
I know. My employer is dead. I do not know what to do. No.
Okay. Did he bring a Minotauress here?
Ah, Miss Avena?
Yes.
Ah, yes, she has been waiting here with me for the longest time.
Oh, thank the fucking gods. I'm like, okay. I'm like, may I enter and speak to her?
Oh, of course.
Totally forgot he brought her here. Okay, I go in and I go try to find her.
He takes you all the way up to like the 4th story, and opens the door where she is fast asleep on the bed, snoring.
Oh, do I remember what she was ejected from the lands of Alphanos for?
She was kidnapped straight off the island.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. I gently knock on the door, just like on the wall to wake her up.
Hang on one second.
Was the blacksmith Leroy?
No.
Why can't I remember his fucking name? That's
It was like
unfortunate.
Jormunder or something, or Jaeger. or something.
Yorgmunger.
It was
See, the
Yarm.
thing-
Yarm was his name.
Yorm. See
Yarm.
the thing, like, need these names.
All right.
When we get introduced to, I need the name typed in.
All right. So she's sleeping there in the bed. What you do?
I just knock on the wall just to wake her up gently.
Huh? She looks around and sees you, and she stands up, and she walks over and she's like, "Took you long enough."
Yeah, I apologize about that. We had a bunch of problems with the dragon and doppelgangers and lots of civil war and stuff in town. Anyway, there's a squad of hardy minotaurs here to take you home.
You see 2 tears form in her eyes, and she like snorts and wipes them away, and she's like, "Okay, I will go. Where are they?"
They're currently at the Church of Tamaroth here in town.
Right.
I give her directions.
Okay.
I just take her there. I just take her there.
She gives you a
Go with me. I will show you the way there.
she gives you like a hug that's kind of awkward, and it's like she's trying not to be soft because she's a minotaur, but yeah, but at the same time she's very
Say
grateful.
Tamaroth will respect your emotions. He loves us for who we are. As long as we are free.
No, I am. Thanks to you.
I also start tearing up a little bit.
Okay, and then you guys head on back to
We have a good cry first.
All right, you guys have a solid cry, and you head on back to the
And I take out my book of grudges and I strike that one off.
Okay. Cool. Gallo, you head over to the Watchmaker.
Yes. No, hang on.
Tells me what to go somewhere. And tells me to hang on. This guy here.
I have to go get a package of hamburgers, so someone else wants to do a thing.
Get a
Sorry.
package of hamburgers. Honky Pete, what you got?
I'm just chilling, bro. I'm waiting for this parade.
Okay. Honky Pete was very invested in the parade. May, anything?
Oh no. Do I wander across anything cool?
No, you kind of just kick rocks as you walk across the city. There's a cool rock though. You keep kicking though. You really like it until it goes down a drain and you get sad.
Aw. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you do feel this sense of freedom. It's kind of weird. Like you don't really know what to do with it. Almost. It's been a few months since you arrived. You've always been the kind of person that is very free and very walking, through the world. But you've been captive here for a little bit, and so it's nice to. It's nice. You kind of just don't know what to do with your time right now.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, yeah. I guess I'll wait for your boy to get back. Um, cool. In the meantime, are you guys there? All of you?
Yep.
Cool.
3 of us.
I'm gonna go to the gas station real quick. It's down the street. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. So when Gallo gets back, you can tell him that. I've just got to get some stuff. Cool.
10-minute break. Got it.
Cool. 10-minute break. We'll be back. Chat.
Fun buying condoms.
I'm gonna go grab my my pee. Oh, condoms.
You should just pick them up anyways.
Is it for what's his face? Ryland? Yeah, Ryland needs. I told him to use protection. Though he probably
yeah,
doesn't
we
need
need to
it.
buy Ryland his condoms. Don't you know?
You're
You've
back.
always used protection.
Okay.
And of course, as soon as he leaves.
Motherfucker, you kidding me? Who left? Who? Who was it? All murder.
You get like 10-15 minutes.
What?
He had to run to the gas station.
He did?
Yes. That's why you see him groping the camera.
We're taking like a 10-minute break to grab food and whatnot.
I don't know why he went to go to the gas station.
Unfortunate. Has anyone played Xenonauts?
What?
Xenonauts. It's like it's like XCOM, like your very original XCOM, but revamped a little bit in its own style. I think. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Ooh, is this a fucking large font mod? I need that. It's like fucking legally blind. Oh, yes, that is perfect. Oh, doesn't this? King. What are you?
No, that was my girlfriend in the background.
No, not you. I was curious about Hockey Pete over here. It sounds like he's watching a video about like Postal 2 or.
Oh
Are you on-
shit! I thought my mic was muted. How'd you guys hear
No,
that?
you're good. I was just like I'm sitting here scrolling through mods and then I hear this and I'm like,
A review on a game called Star Sector.
Oh, I know what that. Yes. Okay, so if you see Seth, right? Seth did
Yeah.
a little thing on it. It's real fun. I own it, but I haven't reinstalled it to the latest version since I bought it because of the website and everything like that, which is fine. But
I never bought it. I stole his CD key and played it for like an hour, and then couldn't get into it.
makes sense. I mean, it's fun. There was another video I watched that was basically a quick guide, like, hey, if you're like me and watch Seth's videos, you probably picked up the game, but, you know, I've been playing this prior, etc., so I'm going to give you, like, quick tips, and there is a quick guide, and it's like a 10-minute, 5-minute video, which will get you set up, but I bought the game and never tried it after. Which is, you know, not to say it's a bad game, it's just, I have all this other shit to play.
Yeah. I kind of just, I've watched this video like 12 times. I just keep coming back to it because I think it's funny.
Oh, fucking Seth's shit's always bad.
Ugh.
Funny meme with Seth, though. Didn't think that was Seth. What is this? Ooh. Maybe I can play Xenonauts? I'm actually not particularly sure. I wonder when he'll be back. Also, I didn't even know fucking Xenonauts had a goddamn workshop. I'm over here installing mods off the Nexus.
The only videos I've been watching right now are all fucking Warhammer 3 videos. I cannot get enough of that. I cannot wait for the game to come out.
I mean, good shit to watch for right now because it kind of puts you in the mindset.
Yeah.
Did you like the Minotaur campaign a whole lot?
No, not really. I mean, I do like it, the new one, but I'm not usually a huge fan of Minotaurs. It's just this one.
Go. German weapon pack. Let's go. Soviet weapon extensions. Let's go.
What?
What? Hmm?
So I've gone from 5 to 1. Incredible. Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
No.
Is everybody here? Who are we missing?
Roach, I hate to tell you this, I'm your one viewer.
I don't think Nyx is actually missing. I think she's there. Oh wait, no, she is not there. Never mind, she's unmuted.
Send a DM. All right. There you are. We're back. We're live and we're back. We're ready to begin everything we've achieved. I know. That's because I took my phone with me. What's up? What do you mean? Well, the ones I gave you are a medium. They're a little big on you though. I'm a small. You're probably a small.
You're a little big on me.
All right. What size gloves you wear, Sally? Huh?
I wear extra.
Who is? Who's bro? Oh, Joe. Really? They won? Cool. What a guy. Can you guys see me now? Yep. How's it easy? He won. He beat like the best team. What do you mean easy?
Are you kidding me?
Stop it. All right. Everybody's back. You know, Tally, I haven't seen your face in a while. I'm gonna need that camera on.
Again, wrong computer.
God, get to the right computer. Or just move it, because you're always at that one anyway. So why do you...
Have the right computer.
Yeah.
That's my laptop. That's my office.
Anyway. Okay, so. We're back. Alright. Where were we? Oh, you're going to the watchmaker. Patagus Greenwald. What'd you want to do?
I wanted to go to him and basically just, make sure he's alright and see how that sector or district did in the battle.
He lives in...
He's alive.
He lives in the middle class district, and you head over there, and most of the buildings are torn up, but his building's good. You has an open sign on his thing. Just one day this is the next morning still, and he's got that open sign on the right on the door. He's open for business.
Alright, I'll head on then.
All right, you head down the stairs into his sauce. No coleslaw. Yeah, no drink either. You can do that. You head on down. It's like a New York thing where you head down into his little courtyard or little thing, and then his door's right there. You head on in, and there he is inside. You hear all the ticking. As you walk inside, you can see all the clocks everywhere, all still working. He's got his glasses on, and he's working on a watch. Thin little man that he is. He looks up and he says, "Oh, welcome back."
Happy to see that you're alright and the establishment seems to be pretty well.
Well, I went through 3 Gap, didn't I? I don't think a little city skirmish could put me down.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I need your magic talents, even if they are so magic. I got this ring. I think it might have properties, but I do not understand. I was curious if maybe you could tell me.
Okay. Let me see it. Let's take a look here. Now, just so you know, Gallo, you know that I was a medic in the army. Remember that? So I'll do my best, but no guarantees. All right. Right. All right. So he takes the ring. How long are you gonna stay and wait?
I am perfectly okay waiting for as long as I have to, examining and browsing the clocks.
Okay. So you go ahead and he takes it into the back a little bit for a little while. And you sit there and you look at the clocks that he has, all the masterwork stuff, all the different pocket watches or wristwatches or just clocks for homes. And he takes his good little time back there. About 30 minutes later, he comes back out. He has the ring in his hand, and it's glowing a little bit. There's an inscription, like the, whatchamacallit. There's an engraving on the outside that's glowing orange. It's kind of getting dimmer. You didn't notice it before. And he hands it back to you. He says, "So, who gave you this ring?" I'm afraid I don't know him, but whoever it was did some fine work, and it's a ring I would wear if I was you. And then I'll just explain to you the property of the ring now, Mr. Gallo. So this is going to be a ring of protection. Okay. So you are going to get a +1 to your AC while you're wearing it, and to all saving throws.
What? Yeah, Yorb's a homie.
Yep.
Yorb's a badass.
So write that down somewhere, or see if it's in the, what's it called? The thing somewhere. But it's the ring of protection, +1 to AC and all saving throws. So congratulations, Gallo. You've acquired such a ring. But he basically explains this to you in terms, and yeah, he says, whoever made you this ring put quite a lot of thought into it and appreciated you enough to make it, so hopefully it keeps you safe. Anything else I can do for you?
You've done all you can. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, Captain. Okay. You have it around your neck, on like a necklace.
No, I'm just making sure that the stats apply because it's not looking like they are.
Okay. But yeah, so that's what you got. Cool. Is everybody's back? Still? Yeah, I see everybody. Cool. All right. Well, what do you guys want to do now?
I'm chilling till the parade. I'm very excited for it.
Banaz is gonna go pray in the church.
All right.
Politely, but politely try to get people to set up their camps and tents outside the church.
They do. The priestesses, they sleep on the grass outside.
Okay, come on. Okay, we're not gonna force them to do that.
Oh no, they're okay. They insist. They understand you're pushing a little bit. You know, they get it, and they're okay. They're just grateful that they have the protection of these strong minotaurs around and whatnot.
Also, I tell Daddy and the rest of the minotaurs this is Vinar. She's the one who was kidnapped, and she's the one they came here to get.
They take her in with ease, obviously, and they're ecstatic. They welcome her, and it's a nice little reunion.
Lovely, perfect. Yeah,
Cool.
I got nothing.
All right. The next morning comes, 8 a.m. And you all, unless there's any objections, head down to the governor's place to meet. And over there, tons of people are lined in the streets. And once you get there, he's in some formal dress, looks like. No longer wearing his armor or anything. He's wearing a much nicer outfit, kind of for show. And he has a cart, it looks like. He kind of motions for you guys to get up on it and stand there. And he says, well, glad you guys are here. You guys ready to start the festivities?
Pull out my loot just from a note.
Is there any liquor around?
Well, of course. There's
I grab whatever of that there is.
cool. Anybody else?
One as well.
Anybody else got anything they want to do?
Not really. Besides
I'm ready.
to note that I am not
Let's party.
an assassin's garb. I do not look like an assassin. Please, oh my god.
I'm just gonna take off my helmet and hold it beside me.
You're too handsome. Everyone dies.
Absolutely.
Hold on, I've taken off all my armor for this occasion. I'm only wearing my priestly
All right.
religious robes.
Cool.
I'll
So
say that I've maybe cleaned up, but Honky always looks good. He's always
that's
ready
right.
to go.
The hat is there. The plume on top.
Yeah, he does.
So the governor gets on with you. The carriage is pulled by 4 horses. I'm sorry, 6 horses. It's not just a wagon. It's a nice ornate carriage with room for you guys to sit or stand in the back, and he's kind of in the front. He has his back, to the front, staring at you, or kind of looking at you guys. And as you begin to go, he stands up, he turns around, he starts doing a little wave as you guys go through the town. It is a glorious time for you. Everybody is lined up in the streets of this town. It takes a long time as you guys are being marched through the streets with a guard in the front and the back of. It's kind of like a color guard. It's more for ceremony. They're very ornately dressed. They have their flags and everything, and they're parading. There's cheers going off all around you consistently, screaming. As you pass through the poor district, a lot of those people are wearing their Minotaur hats, and they have their hands up like this, like the
Whenever I see a group of
yeah,
I'm throwing coppers, like copper pieces.
yeah. They're like headbanging and they're chanting "Bunas, Bunas, Bunas, Bunas" as you guys get through there. As you continue through this parade, there is
Wait, do I see Javier at any point?
yeah, you see him like he points. He points at you from like
How many kids does Javier have?
he has 4 kids.
I go and I get off the cart and I jump down and I grab all 4 of his kids and I put them on my shoulders and like on my head and my arms and I get back onto the wagon being carried.
It's
Like,
like
view and everything.
you try to get down. It's almost like you're being crowd surfed as you try to like get over, and they're like easily letting you get over there, and you grab those kids, and he's like so excited, and his wife's so excited. He puts his wife on his shoulders, and they're like doing this, like yeah, Mr. Vanas, and then you take his kids, and they you guys get on the carriage, and it begins again, as you continue with that. You continue on through as you get to that middle district, or the middle class district. This is kind of where the bank was, and they're like Honky Pete. People have like these fake loots, like they're like toy loots, like they don't actually have strings, but they're like holding the loot up. People have fashioned hats like yours, but they're not. They're like crudely made. They've got like little feathers in them, not like the big one. Some of them are discolored. They're patchwork. It's like
a pigeon feather.
yeah, they have like they try. They're trying to be like Honky Pete. They've got their like cardboard loots, and they've got their hats and their chanting Honky Pete. There's still some Vanas supporters around here. And Gallo, you notice a lot of the soldiers off duty. Those are the ones that are cheering for you and whatnot. May, you have like nobody really notices except for you. You have like this secret crowd. This is like the thieves. You notice them in the crowd. You notice them. They're giving you like nods and like cheers and whatnot, but they're not trying to be noticed, and they're not trying to be noticed, but they recognize
No,
you.
I'm not trying to be noticed.
They recognize you from your work around town, and you can see these people. They stand out to you, not to anybody else though, as you guys pass through on this parade. And it takes a good while for you guys to get all the way down. You start at the governor's, you go down through the poor district, back to the middle to the upper, and back around to the center of the town where the bank once was, where there's this large podium that everybody dismounts and they get off and shuffle you guys over to that podium where you stand up. And the governor comes out. He has a long flowing cape. He stands in front of you guys. And he says out, and his voice booms across this open courtyard, packed to the brim. You can't even see the ground. There's so many people out here. Citizens of Ravens March, I present to you your heroes. These are the ones that brought the dawn to our dark night. I know we've had gone through a lot these past couple of years. Yeah, some people passed through like peace sign. I know I've had a lot over these past years, but some of you stuck with me, and I appreciate that. You trusted me, even when it looked like I couldn't be. And these guys helped free me, and they helped free you. I've heard different names go around town. I've heard you've all got your own thing, what you call the group. I heard Wind of the Raven, Ender of the Night. A lot of names here and there. You know what? It doesn't matter. What you need to know is that they did it for you, no other reason. They did it for you because they knew it was right. The nice, the shield, the strong of this group. At the front always. Honky Pete, the motivation, the face. I'm sure you've all been swooned. I have. Except for when he tried to steal my...
Give him a little wink.
Try to steal my liquor. He winks back at you. Everybody kind of laughs in the crowd. He's like, got a bit of a problem, you know? It's all right. Gallo. He's a good man. That's all I got to say. We'll say that he helped lead us in that night. He took control of a lot of my soldiers in disarray. And he helped
Hello, the Radiant.
Gallo the Radiant. I like that. You heard that? Gallo the Radiant. Everyone's, yeah! They cheer back out. He looks over to you like, hey, can I say your name? May. You have a first name or just May? But here we got Cara May. May not have noticed, but she's there. She's that silent one in the back. She's always there to help them no matter what, keep them grounded. And while she may go unnoticed, her efforts should not be. And that's why we're here today, to recognize these great heroes. I could have sworn there was another one, but these are the 4 that made it through that night. Perhaps they lost some companions along the way. That's all right, but in the end, we have them to thank. So let's begin our festivities. At the end of the week, we'll present them with the gifts you prepared. And then they can go on out into the world. Or stay or do whatever. But we will always be in there. They will always be in our hearts. Let's party! Like everybody erupts, like throwing like hats and coins and whatever and whatnot up in the air as this large party commences.
Jam out on my loot.
All right, you jam out and somebody's projecting it, and there's like a concert going on for Honky Pete. Vanaz, what are you doing? Also, you still have these kids on your shoulders. They're just up there.
No, I know.
Okay.
I'm just lifting them up and I'm just like basically give them a good view of the crowd. They're just looking regal, you know.
Okay. May, Gala.
Plays so well that Vanaz headbangs to it and knocks the kids down. No, I don't actually want to do that. But
Gallo, anything you want to do? May?
Allo, give him like a light show. Flip on your wings or something.
Oh,
Come on, it'll
actually,
be awesome.
Can I do something without actually using a spell slot?
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead.
Would you let me do Lightning Storm without using a spell slot?
It might scare some people, but yeah, you can go ahead and use Lightning Storm.
So I'm just basically gonna yell out by the gifts of Tamaroth to free this city from its turbulations, and you have all been blessed with freedom to do with what you will. Choose your own path. And as I say that, I like hold my hands up and like the sky will start like crackling and stuff, and like the area above the city will start like going to thunderclouds, and then like lightning will start flashing across the sky.
All right, you can tell you scared some people, but a lot of the people are just like, yeah, bring it on, and they're just very excited about.
The second cutest cat I've ever seen.
Wow.
This little shit just ate through a bag and was trying to eat beets.
Give him beats. Cats can have a little beats as a
I'm
treat.
not giving him beets.
Gallo, man, I'm telling you, they'd love it. They'd go crazy. Fly around on your way. Come on.
I'm going to grab a drink.
All right. Gallo steps off the stage and goes to have a drink. You go with him, Miss May.
Nah, I'm
But
gonna
instead
stay
of
playing.
Just walking down, I'm going to try and stealth them.
Okay.
Just to flex.
All right. So, you guys begin your week of partying, of goodness. Drinks are on the house all week for you guys. So is food. So is bed stay. A lot is going on. You guys are just having a good time.
Vanaz will try to pay for everything.
You will be vehemently denied. You'll even be paid to eat at places. Actually,
Refuse the money.
you can do that though. Everybody can take 30 gold. People are just like giving you money, or you can deny it. It's up to you.
It's the least they could do.
Vanaz will deny the money. He'll
Can
give
I
you,
have?
and then he'll
Can
give
I have
God
Vanaz's?
money. He's got like negative 300 gold right now.
All right. So, yep. These kind of festivities commence all day. every day. It's hard to even get sleep. People are all over you, all of you. Honky Pete, there's women all over the place. They're just throwing themselves at everybody. It doesn't even matter. And it's just
I flirt, but nothing more.
wonderful. That's enough for people's faint hearts. All right, it's quite the experience. However, stand by. Oops, just deleted somebody. Stand by while I look for something. Yeah. Uh,
Don't cancel your next D&D session.
wonderful. It's not the song I was
Every
looking for.
single day, Vanaz is gonna suggest we get going.
Every day, doesn't matter.
Literally every day.
All right,
But
hang on.
once he's refused by everybody, he'll start partying.
I think he is, considering they said they're gonna give you gifts. Is anybody trying to agree with Vanaz?
This just seems like
No.
while
God,
very
no.
fun. Our enemies are getting a head start on us. While we're organized.
Damn, he's right. Unfortunate.
I'm
All right.
gonna remind the governor that we need to be locked up, like what, day 3?
Yeah.
Or something?
On that third day, he locks you guys up, and there's no problems. You transform that night.
I'm alright. I keep partying.
Yeah, they keep
Fuck.
partying. He locks the two of you up, and you
I'll even go by the fucking by the window, shake a piece of chicken. You
Is it-
fuckers.
you guys get locked up, and it's a pretty terrible night for you guys. You have these fever dreams and whatnot, but the next morning, you're okay. Honky Pete, you were drunk before you went in, and you're drunk when you come out of this stupor. Yeah, there was like one drunk werewolf. He was like, like, yeah. As far as each night goes, all of you, I've been forgetting to remind you of this, but you continue to have these nightmares of
Blackout nightmares?
yes, everybody does. Of these this increasing nightmare fest, and every night they return, and it keeps you kind of restless. But as the day commences, you forget about it, and this has been going on since you got here. Really, my bad for I keep forgetting to remind you guys, but it's important that I remind you now that you are still having these nightmares. But that night passes.
I'm sorry, what exactly is happening in the nightmares, did you say? I'm sorry.
They're specific to each of you. They change. Honky, in yours, since you're asking, you're in this. You're very small, probably a child, and you're running through where you grew up, and you're continuously watching. You watch your brother get killed. You watch your dad get killed. You watch the guy who, maybe influenced you get killed. You keep watching stuff like that happen, and
I never knew my dad.
this is
Maybe you meant to say my mom.
your mom. This is people that you perceive, even if you don't know. You feel the familial bond here, and you're
got it.
watching these people get slaughtered as you can helplessly watch in Ravens, or where you grew up in the Reach, and you can't do anything about it. And it's really hard to, go through every night. But yeah, the next day comes, the 4th.
Quick,
Yeah,
do we feel do I feel any sort of reason for it? Any draw anywhere, anything like that, or is it just
no, it's a continuous, just overhanging presence on you at night, and you always wake up tired.
got it?
But the next day comes, the 4th day, and it's another party-filled day. But during the middle festivities, you guys are together, and you hear horses, which you don't usually hear in the city. You hear the hooves, and you see people kind of making way, and you hear somebody saying, "Move, make way," as this continues, and eventually you see the horses, and you see these knights. Every horse is midnight black. Every one of them. The saddles are black. There are 12 of them. 11 of them are identical riders. Gallo, you recognize these as the Empire's Black Ops knights. They're wearing
Immediately.
all of all of the armor is this black iron with this gold engraving on the helmets and down it. They're all wearing these cloaks that also cover the armor as they ride. The guy in the front is this very large, imposing knight. I'll send you a picture. You can tell he's probably close to 7 feet, maybe 6'8", something like that. He's very tall and imposing. Gallo, you recognize this guy. You have fought with him before. Where's Discord?
Can I have the name, please?
Yes, in 1 second.
Thank you. Just 'cause I wanted to make sure I get them all.
You recognize this as a member of the Honored Guard, so an honored knight of the king. His name is. Stand by. Let me find the picture first.
So he's that. Boom. Okay.
Where is the picture of this guy I found?
Alright, anyway, I passed. So are we like on a table or like near each other, right?
Yeah, you guys are outside at this moment. But this is a picture of the knight. I just sent it in Roach's campaign images.
Okay. I really badly just want to tell these guys really quickly, like, be careful. These guys are basically black ops knights, and they're meant for
There you go.
assassination and surveillance in the Empire.
I challenge him to a duel.
But
Oh
the
my god! Put the fucking muzzle on him now.
but do you guys see the image I just posted?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the guy in the front. As he rides up, he gets off of the horse. He is very imposing and tall. His name is Gal. You recognize him as Alotas of the Rift. That's his name. Alotus. Alotas. Or TAS.
Are you telling everybody, Gallo? His name?
I mean, yeah. If I can whisper it in time, yeah.
So, as he gets off,
We'll know it.
Gallo, you think that it's strange though that the Black Ops are this far from the Reach. They usually are pretty close. And he gets off and he approaches you, and he says, "Gallo of Three Gap. It's been a while, hasn't it?" And he looks over and he sees Oscar as well, who's with you guys, and he says, "Ah, Oscar, Dragon Slayer, where have you been? Haven't seen you in 5, 6 years. Gone AWOL, retired, shamelessly." Yes, our task is a different time, of course, but eventually everyone has to settle down. No, that's not the way. Regardless, Gallo, are you the group I've been hearing so many tales about of Raven's March?
I would have reason to believe that, yeah, we're the group you're hearing our deeds of.
Who are your friends, these men?
The Minotaur, Vanaz, the Bard, Honky, the Assassin, May.
Well, then of course these are the names that match my description. That's what I'm looking for. Now, much as I hate to believe that someone like you, Gallo, would be back in the fight, I thought you disappeared off the face of the earth. It appears that you've done good here. It's besides the point. He reaches into his breastplate and he pulls out a scroll. It's wrapped in this red ribbon and sealed. And he hands it to... He just sticks it out for whoever to take it.
Take it.
The king summons you. He expects your arrival. All of you.
The king? Sorry, hold on. I don't care if the king. I thought there was an emperor.
He is...
Many names.
The emperor is Onokuni. The king is the Fira king of this land. That's the title. Some people call him Fira, some people call him king.
Also, I am going to say that out loud as well.
Yes, Fuhrer King Jaeger of the Great Empire summons you. I received a raven yesterday. I'm on my way to the front north. I was told to stop by. A bit of an impasse, but I'm here to do my duty. Unlike some people who give up and quit.
Hold on, this might not be a ski jacket. It might just be a snow jacket.
I don't think he likes you, Gallo.
This might not be a ski jacket. It might just be a.
Vanessa says that loud, by the way. That
We're wanted like
Go get the muzzle.
right now because we're kind of in the middle of a thing.
multiple
I mean,
things.
Let's gesture around. We have several things going on right now.
How many days left of this festivities do you have?
No, I don't mean the we don't mean the festivities. That too, but everything.
I wouldn't
else
want
going
that
on as
many.
There's 3 days
well. We have
left of the festival.
lots of
so-
business to take care of.
You can finish the festivities and the king summons. You will be
I'm
there.
really nervous about the pants.
Head to the Sage's Reach.
Reason, but
Whatever
I don't
business you have
know,
after,
'cause they're
do it.
white.
But you would head there
Do you
immediately.
happen to at Sage's Reach, does the king possibly have in his
Ethan,
employ,
is that a
theoretically,
ski jacket?
hypothetically speaking, like a wolf priestess or something like that? Like,
I don't know.
would you happen to know? No.
Stand by.
I mean, to be fair,
I
they would need something and everything in order to protect the king. So
Alright, you said you asked about the priest?
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone in the priest's. I do not know everyone in the king's envoy. You can hope. I don't know what you would need such a priest for, but
I just curious. Just wanted to talk to one.
nevertheless, you may enjoy Sage's Reach when you're there, the extensive libraries and whatnot. If you're looking for something, as I get the hint you are.
Which direction did you come from?
The south.
I'm familiar with Sage's Reach. I could get us there.
Isn't that far up north? What you doing, Tristan?
Well,
it's just an audience. How
Alatas.
bad can it be?
Your message has
Let's-
been delivered. Do we need any sort of? Do you have any sort of like official summons pamphlet?
Yeah, he just handed it to
or
Gallo.
something? Oh,
It was the scroll.
Helpful.
got it.
Presented at the gate. He'll be expecting you.
Very well. Now, if you don't mind, I hate to tell you this, but you're sort of being a buzzkill right now. So,
Stay out of trouble,
grab
citizens.
a drink or
He just turns around, his
Maybe
armor,
Listen,
clanking as he walks away, hops back on his horse.
hold on. I specifically yelled that I am not a citizen of your country.
oh,
You're a
no.
civilian, not a soldier.
A silver like SUV in
Hey,
front.
it was the wrong
Finesse,
title.
finesse,
You-
finesse. Let him-
I am not a citizen of this
let him go.
country.
You're right, you're lower than one.
Oh no.
Spaz, please.
And I just like narrows.
Yep.
Kind of small
Uh,
for a soldier.
Summon,
of the
summons
Empire, aren't you?
received. Thank you. Yep, we'll be there. Goodbye.
We'll be your king when it.
He gets on his horse, his plate armor clanking, and they continue through the city. All of the Black Ops soldiers looking at you as they ride past in two lines.
Vanaz, we really need to teach you when to shut up.
Oscar,
Everybody else wants you to leave, so like, yeah, we should go north first and then get cured, and then I need to go hunting for those Meadows hunters. I don't really care for the summons of your king.
I mean, it sort of sounded like he was saying that we might be able to get cured down in Sage's Reach. I mean, Sage's Reach is a big city. I'm willing to bet that somebody there knows.
Yeah, I don't really trust your king to be an honorable man to give us what we need without any price in return.
It
Well, if we go
wouldn't
north,
even-
we can deal with these priestesses. They'll
Vanaz,
most likely be better for us.
if I may, the king of this empire is the king of the empire, the biggest empire we have seen in the history of this world. I would not take it lightly. You may free to do as you wish, and I will respect
I
you.
know
But
anything of your human politicians. They do not. They're not usually honorable men.
that is for you to decide. He's a man that I fear, personally.
It would
Honor
be just
doesn't
easier
really
to
have a
go
lot.
there, because honestly, I mean, what's the harm? Doesn't
I do
matter,
not want to
it's
be a
out there, it's whatever.
lycanthrope for much longer.
Well, you're right.
And we
like
don't
Funky
know
was
if he can
saying,
cure us. We can just
it
assume that he
doesn't
might
have.
be able
Hold
to.
on, yes, but it doesn't have to be him. Like Honky was saying anyway. Raven or Sage's Reach is a massive city, and there are a lot of people, and I'm almost positive there are a lot of churches.
But we know for sure that we don't know that the wolf priestesses have a sect in that city. We know for sure they are to the north.
But we don't know anything besides that. You just want to go
Okay,
wander
hold on.
around the woods until
No,
we find somebody?
It's not water on the woods. The what's her face? The lady, the one who told us.
Carla?
Carla. Carla told us that they operate to the north. If we go to the northern cities, they will probably know where they are.
Well, that's the thing. Sage's Reach is to the north of us.
No, it's to the
Reach
south.
is
There
to the
anyways.
south. It's to the south.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I have no idea where we are.
May's like, I have never been here. Forgive me.
I don't know where I am. Yeah, no, it's to the south. That's...
May just starts freaking out. I'm like, where am I? She just like,
I have not
Also,
looked
those
at this
hunters
map
went
in a very long
west.
time.
If you're looking at the map, you see Sage's Reach.
Yep.
And then you see like northeast of that like bigger clump underneath the E in Empire.
Here?
I'm 90% certain that's where we're at right now.
yep, it is.
That's not even that far of a journey. We can always come back.
It's about 600 miles.
There's also the problem of the hunters of Minos who've been hunting my kind, and they're going the same direction as my party and my father will be going in right now when they leave to take Vinar back to the island.
They will be fine when
Wouldn't they be going west?
They are being murdered by people who are hunting my kind on purpose, and that is only a party of 12. While I trust their military capabilities, I am very worried about them going alone.
Vanass, if it makes you feel better.
Going west?
Yeah, they're going west.
Vanass, if it makes you feel better, I could employ my services. I'm always be loyal to you, and if it pleases you, I can travel with your friends. Some extra security. Oscar.
Left.
Oscar.
I would actually much appreciate that. And because they seem to be hunting my kind, and they know our tactics and our ways. So you bring a better set of eyes and cunning to the fight would be useful.
All right, so we let Oscar go with them. We can go answer this summons and probably find a way to cure our werewolfness, and then maybe from there we link back up with Oscar. And
I don't think we're gonna find a way to cure lycanthropy at the main city. We don't know anything about that city and what might be inside of it. All we know is the only people who can cure this so far are the northern priestesses. And they seem like an outside kind of bunch, not a big kind of city bunch.
The problem being, Vanaz, is we have our secrets directly from the king.
Not my
It's
king.
not something we ignore, no matter if he's your king or not. If it were my emperor, I'd expect others to follow it. So I will follow their kings.
That man has shown to me he has his kingdom looks in disarray, and he does not come to the aid of his cities. I do not trust this man who also employs servants such as that Black Knight you said. You said he was assassin and secret operations? We have no such men in my kingdom. We are bound by honor.
The kingdoms of man are a little more complex. Sometimes gotta get your hands dirty. That's what those men are for.
Yes, and I will respond to the summons and requests of any man who has honor.
I think it's in our
We're
best
more
interest.
lucky they didn't request we go right away, or force us to go. They're leaving faith in us that we are going to follow the summons, likely under threat of death if we disobey.
I gave no word.
Go.
I have many other projects on hand, at least 4 different what do you call them?
Hey,
promises.
Leave it.
All of which we can get to, but at this point in time, I think that this is our best course of action.
Besides, nobles aren't patient.
And also, while we're gallivanting off to the south, not doing anything that we need to get done, we will letting our enemies again get more of an advantage on us. The ones who destroyed this town, Akira and all of them.
Vanaz, do you even know where we will be heading? We got the information that
but
we needed, sure. But
we aren't
the only
achieving
place...
anything going anywhere
You're
else.
right.
There's something in that city we could get that we can't get anywhere else.
Information, probably.
You get whatever the king wants.
Not even
He
that.
might be here to reward us. He might also be here to execute us. You never know.
And as we
Come
don't have
in.
a direction right now, this is the only
Well, we know north. is the direction we
solid.
take.
I meant that in a less literal sense. This is the only solid lead we have on anything at the moment. We can't just head off in random directions across the continent, searching for a small group of hunters or a single priest in the middle of
Sounds kind of similar
some
to what I
forest.
heard,
Well, I think it was a group of priestesses, and they're in the northern areas. And if we ask the townspeople of those areas, they will definitely know where they are.
Okay. DM, what I know perfectly that Sage's Reach is a multicultural city, right?
Yeah.
Even if they're all at war, it would have people there. We would be able to probably find a lot of, like, there's a lot of priests, right? I'm assuming that it's also multi-religious in some way, unless they...
It is the biggest city
Dude,
in the
I was
world.
my job
It's
like-
very similar to Rome, where they assimilate cultures and religions. Cat just like disabled my camera.
Please my best, man. Help me learn
You don't know. What you do know is that there is an extensive. It's an extensive city that probably has like, you know, there's the greatest library in the world is there, for instance. You know that there's a lot of information there collected from all over the empire over hundreds of years, as well as everything else.
I was raised there. I'm telling you, if there is a place that we're gonna find answers to any of this, that's the place to go. Maybe we'll even find something about these Minos hunters. If there's anybody that knows anything, they'll be there. Then we can get a more solid lead, we can track them down, we can do what needs to be done. But this is the place that we're gonna do it.
Really, really like to remove our curse before we go anywhere. This is just going to be a hassle to deal with, especially if we get to that city and we stay there for a while. It'll be an unknown city, and then every month we'll have to tie ourselves to a wall and be completely at anybody else's mercy who cares to take us.
Look, Vanaz, all it is an audience with the Emperor, or the King, and once we're done, if we walk out alive even, we'll just leave.
Even less
See if we
reason to
can't
go.
find anything. Vanaz, it's
You're worried about us dying.
it's an option in a very variety of situations.
How long will it take to get there? This is Vanaz asking as well. How long will it take to get there?
6,000 miles.
600.
How
We
long
can
do you
just
think?
I don't know what that means in D&D terms. DM.
There's
What's up?
I think that we could walk 12 to 15 miles a day. Just walking.
It would be faster to go by horse.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, even if
Oh,
we
I
went
thought
back.
we had horses.
God, how much is that gonna cost?
I know a stableman, and given your new celebrity status around here, it shouldn't be hard to acquire you a group of horses.
Who's
how
the
fast
bard?
is that?
Well, it's going to double your time. I would say to make it to Sage's Reach, you could do so in a month on horseback.
Who's your bard?
Maybe less,
And
3 weeks.
How far to go north?
Chop.
Chop is the bard?
Well, the northern border is impossible to cross legally, so it would take you.
Border. It was there was that town directly to the north of us. That's where you said they might be near.
I said none of this.
Right,
Carla
I mean, you.
might have insinuated that you could check Wanderer's Haven, but these priestesses are northern, and by northern I mean Hard-Yord. They are northern priestesses following a goddess of the north.
Oh, wow, then I am totally misinterpreting where these people are. Okay, never mind. Southerners. I thought they were like a week north of us. I was like, let's just go
No,
north.
they could be
deal with that,
perhaps
and
2
go down.
months. 2 months north, perhaps.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
All right, so
Okay,
settled.
no
We
argument
head
here. We're going
south
south, I
after the
guess.
festivities.
Let's go into the mouth of the lion.
Cool, appropriate animal. And so, with that, yeah, you guys conclude that. The festivities continue. Hello, my fellow looking crack addict. What's up, Chard? Do I look like I do crack? I think so. But the festivities continue. You have some more wonderful days, although with this new information on your mind. On the last day, he again gathers you. Also, you're all healed and full spell slots. He again gathers you, the governor, as he said on the last day, on this podium again after the final parade. This is the closing ceremony. There's music all around and all these other things. Standing up there, he gives another nice little speech about how great you guys are. He turns and he says, and the people prepared a series of gifts to give you guys to help you on your journeys. Benias, would you step forward?
Steps forward.
Benias, to help you
I've got
continue
my chest puffed out, like standing real tall.
to help you continue to be the shield of this group, to be the front, the tank they need. We've prepared for you. And he holds his hands out, and this blacksmith walks forward with this large thing that's wrapped in this nice black cloth. And he takes it and he hands it to you. And he says, we prepared for you the finest blacksmiths in this town, this set of armor. And he hands it to you. As you look inside the black cloak, that it is all of the pieces to a set of plate armor, full plate armor that you need. And they're all adequately sized to a minotaur with the engraving for House Hammerod on the on it in minotaur.
I hug
If
you.
you wanted to leave, you could leave because
I hug him deeply.
He hugs you deeply. Everybody cheers as they give you the armor.
I will always remember this gift.
It also comes
Town
with
has been very generous to us, and I hope that we can live up to what you've said of us today. And I'm just like starts crying.
on the
Promise myself I wouldn't.
on the top of it is you've never even seen this. It is a full plate minotaur helm. It's optional to wear, but it's for you in case you want it.
I'm assuming it's purely aesthetic.
Yeah, it's purely aesthetic.
Yeah, okay, that's still awesome.
There's space for your cloak and everything to go on it as well. And yep. Honky Pete, would you step forward?
I do, and I make sure to I adjust my collar and stuff, and undo one more button to show a little more chest, and then I walk up.
So as you do, you walk up, and it says, "Honky Pete, jovial life force of this group. I need you to keep that up. I need you to continue your good deeds." As he reaches down, and that fabulous musician that you talked to, Marvin, is there, and he hands him this. There's two. He's gonna let you choose. There's a flute and a lute, and the lute, both of them are these finely engraved wooden instruments. They are some of the most beautiful instruments you've seen, and with these, they let you feel the strings, and it's these super fine strings you've never even felt. Both of them, it's just for flavor, whichever one you want, are going to give you a let's see, a bonus. Stand by. Where's Honky Pete? Okay. They're going to add a +1 to your charisma overall,
Cool.
and they will give you a +1 to a performance, persuasion, and what's the other one? Yeah, those are the two: performance and persuasion. And intimidation and deception. So all of your charisma bonuses will get a +1, as well as a +1 to the actual charisma stat itself.
So, in D&D Beyond, am I just supposed to do if I just add +1 to my charisma, will that automatically do it to the other?
No, it will not.
Alright. I will adjust accordingly then. I'll take the flute.
Okay.
And test it out with a little jaunty tune.
And it sounds absolutely wonderful.
And the one on his arm.
Yeah, it sounds better than that one.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, you do.
Oh my god, I forgot.
It's like a tattoo.
Fair enough. Thank you, Governor, and thank you, Marvin. I'll give him a little wink. And
He,
then-
he does a
and then
kissy face at.
I don't know.
But Ash returns it for him.
Oh, there you go.
Yellow, would you step forward?
Hello, you're muted.
I mean, yeah, it's easy.
I mean, yeah, you know. Let's see. Stand by 1 second. Find your gift. All right, Gallo, as you step, or Gallo, the sword to Venez's shield, the one that, while Venez defends, I know that you're putting out heaps of pain out there. So for you, we have crafted this great sword. And somebody brings up this large, sheathed great sword. It's ornately designed. It's gonna be a great sword +1 for you. Might. You can go ahead and add that. Yep. So just some more damage for you. What's up? Huh? Sure. Who would have guessed?
Ring and a sword.
I want my bread, I think.
Hey, man, you just gotta make the right friends.
Actually, I'll just
And it's a magical sword.
You can leave it right there. I'll eat it
We'll
later.
see how I feel when
I
I'm,
guess
you
it
know,
is a magical sword. 'Cause it's
What?
a +1, right? Or
Fuck
how's that work?
that.
Yeah, it's technically magical, but I kind of just consider it just a better sword because it doesn't have actual magical properties. But technically, it is magical.
But could it hit a werewolf?
Let's read this. Let's read this. I'm curious. Oh, wait.
Yes, it'll do damage to foes that.
Damage and
Considered
rolls
magical
this-
for the sake of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll be cool with this. We'll just have some other. Yeah. Anyway.
Cool.
Real quick.
Yep.
Is the charisma +1, is that to my score or to my modifier?
It's to your like your score at the top.
Got it.
So like if you have 18, now it's a 19.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think
This is a wonderful gift.
May, would you step forward?
she bought me
I trip it.
God, Gallo.
$100 pants for skiing.
May,
A
your
$40
efforts are
jacket.
not seen by many, but they're appreciated.
Trying to
We,
buy it, I was like, no, it's okay.
I've recognized them, even though you did try to kill me. That's all right. You almost succeeded, but
I think she's spent
to help you hide in the shadows, we prepared this for you. And
the money
a tailor, it looks like, goes and brings up this piece of this box here. It's like a smaller box. Stand by. Okay. He goes and he grabs this cloak and he pulls it out and he hands it to you. And it is or hands you the box. You open the box and you look inside, and it is a cloak. It's going to give you a +1 to your dex and a +1 to your stealth modifier.
I'm going to ask this legitimately, DM.
Mhm.
Do you really want that?
Yes. You're going to need it.
Do you really want me to have a +11 in my stealth?
Yeah.
As long as you're sure.
All right.
I thank them.
To that, I conclude the festivities. Y'all may finish partying today, and y'all have a good night. He steps off the stage. Everybody cheers. What you guys want to do?
I mean, I guess we're getting ready to leave, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
That's
Is
gonna
Os-
go
is
party
Os-
real
is Os-
hard and go
is-
crazy.
Is Oscar
that
around?
Yep, Oscar's around.
Linebacker.
Hear me out.
Holy shit.
You guys wanna
Them niggas are big as hell.
get going?
Might be good to
Oh, I see.
disap-
I see. We didn't want to make rules. Now, so you guys get paid. You can leave. Wow.
Well, it might be. I might add
Absolutely
to
wow.
our legend that like we disappeared in the night and like, oh, we're
I'm
never
going to
really
enjoy
here.
the festivities with this generous town, and then I'm going to go pray, and then I'm going to see the Minotaurs off, and then I'm ready to go.
Fair enough.
You can do that. Hear me out. Meet us at the Horse Master. And I go to-
If I ever find out where that is, I will meet you there.
Absolutely.
Can we all clarify with Oscar real quick where
Yeah.
the stable is and
Sound-
agree to meet in the morning?
Yep.
That was basically what I was going to.
Alright, I'm gonna go say goodbye to Carla
Okay.
and pack up any little meager belongings that I have.
Okay. So, Maisley, I'm ready to go, bro.
I'm gonna go pack up my one gift and my 0 magical items.
We're going to. I'll take your gift back. Don't complain.
You got the best one.
I got what? I only got plus 1 to my AC. That's all I get.
You've been asking me for that for months.
Oh, I know. I have.
You're the only one that asked for anything. You got it. Like everybody else, I had to make up gifts. You got exactly what you wanted. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I was kind of stuck. I didn't think I would get a sword. I was surprised. I thought I'd get armor. But...
All right.
Very okay with that sword, aren't you?
No, I'm okay with all of it because, like, yeah, I mean, I got the ring and I got the sword, so I got best of both worlds.
Fucking earned it!
All right. So,
We did, boys. This was
cool. Banaz.
fun.
I'm sorry. Onky Pete. You head over to Carla over there, and it seems that she's also packing up some stuff with the priestesses. They don't have much left, but they're packing what they have.
You moving to a different coven, it looks like?
Hello, Pete. Unfortunately, there's not much left for us here, and I got word from the head mother, in Sage's Reach. She would like me to take over for her down there. So we're going to move down there, and those sisters will move out. We'll be cycled. We'll be going in a few weeks. We got some things to do here, but we hope to get down there soon.
Set this up. Nigga,
What
are
a
you
coincidence. We're
NPC?
headed to Sage's Reach as well. But I'm afraid not
Cause
within the same timeline.
as
So
soon as you say that,
Well, we shall be staying there for a good while.
random ass invite.
Perhaps forever.
It's not random.
Hopefully, something like this doesn't happen again, but
Random invite.
unfortunately, we'll have to leave this area behind. But the work never stops. I've moved all the way from Elismere
Am I
to
supposed to join
the
this?
deserts beneath the Reach to here, and I'll be back to the Reach where I was born.
Life is a
So,
fucking simulation.
a circle, if you will.
No, like a group invite on Knockout City.
my story is, I'm finding very similar. It's been a long time since I've been
When
there.
I'm playing,
Ah,
but
well,
I've just been sitting in my
perhaps there's a reason.
Well, I
And
hope
right
to see
when
you
you
down
said
there,
prove
but
to you
it
that
would
I'm not
appear
an NPC,
for now our time is at an end. I'm here to say goodbye.
It's okay, Honky. I've enjoyed our time,
It's you, nigga, just made
and
that happen.
hopefully I'll see you again.
Likewise.
Okay,
No,
want me to
I'll give
prove
her a
I'm
little
not
tip of the
NPC?
hat and then head out.
She gives you a little curtsy,
Fake ass.
and she waves goodbye to you.
Oh, prove that I feel
There you go.
something.
Did my duty as a gentleman.
That's
Did tear apart Sage's Reach.
My nearby home.
Did you come with me?
Where'd you go? You just went over a little bit to just where she was, right? No, come on.
I thought she was back either packing up at the
Never mind.
coven or.
Yeah,
at
she was
the
packing up
church.
by the church.
Never mind. No, never mind. Because I was going to go.
But now I saw this kind of teared up a little bit in the background.
And that's just like the ever-present All-Father, always seeing all the events.
So sad.
Vanaz, what were you doing?
I was headed back to the. Well, first I was gonna party with everybody at the town.
Okay.
I was gonna head back to the church to pray, and then I was gonna see off the Minotaurs.
Oh,
Okay. Gallo, where were you going?
I want to head to the stable.
Cool. Vanaz, you are seeing everybody off right now.
No ice, but it's close together.
Alright, so I walk up to I see my father and everyone's just like doing all that.
Mhm.
I embrace him and say, "Now you've got your cargo.
No,
You
I can
take her
show you
safely
right
home,
now.
back to the Isles and be free again." I hand him one of the sending stones, one of the 3 that I'm carrying. I give it to him like, "Hold this. Send a message for help if you need it. Send one to me if you need it. I will come."
Don't worry, my son. I'll keep you in my thoughts, and I hope myself in yours. And
Cross winds blow you quickly home.
by the storm, we'll be fine. And he gives you a strong embrace. The other Minotaurs are all, you know, Vinar looks really happy. Yeah, they're very emotional. Everybody cries.
I embrace every single one of them when I give little farewells, little prayers together.
Cool.
So beautiful and handsome. Also, take care of Oscar. He promised he'd help come with you. And be wary. There is a group hunting us called the Hunters of Minos. They hunt our people.
Despicable.
Be wary. They will know our tactics and know how to find you.
I understand. Well, we shall wait for your friend, Oscar, then we'll be off.
Yeah, that's all I got. Unless Oscar's here.
Sunday. He is not there. He's by the stables.
Yeah.
Is Rylan there?
Ryan was not there, no.
He's gonna start yelling
About
Rylan.
Rylan, I still need to kick him in the dick.
He's gonna start yelling out.
Dude,
did-
the rap went on so fast.
Alright, you guys all head back to the stables?
I am.
Cool.
I'm yelling Rylan.
It's not, nothing's happening.
Okay. I keep yelling Rylan.
I might be an NPC, so I keep picking up my drink. and
Looking like a
putting it
crazy
down.
person. You walked into the street screaming Rylan's name. Eventually, you guys all get to the stables. Oscar's there, petting a horse. He has found his horse is there, the white mane, the white stallion that it is. You guys all approach. He says, "Oh, good. This is my friend, Equus. Equus, these are the boys I've told you about. They're wondering if they could get either passage or a group of horses." And Equus is a halfling, and he walks up and he says, "Oi, so I can transport you boys via wagon, very comfortable. I can have you there standard time." Looks at his watch, about 1 month. Or I can give you the horses, you can make your own time. Won't charge you for them. Maybe a little rougher though.
So we would be
Turn
able to
down
get
the
a horse and a wagon?
I ride a horse.
I can't spare a wagon. No, if you come with me, I will have food, I will have camping supplies and all that prepared for you. Oh,
Would you be able to bring extra horses for us to just
His name is not baby fucking
have? Oh fuck, dinner's here.
he's like, "What happened to you? You stopped moving, son."
Serious
Oi.
question, can I just ride a horse?
Yeah, you can ride a horse.
Oh, hold on. Steve,
You'll
hold on.
you'll need like a war Mustang, beefy horse, but
No, he'll ride a bull.
there is one absolutely massive horse you see over there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Taking the horses, boys.
I don't know
Yeah, I'm
about
gonna-
you guys, but I would prefer to ride on my own.
What do you say? He's like,
I think we're-
it's
we're
gonna have to be
all-
one or the
All
other.
about freedom.
If I take you guys, that's a month that I don't get paid for a journey, and that's all right. You guys have done a lot, but I can't also give you 4 horses, and it'll have to be one or the other. It's too much of a hit on my finances, if you know what I mean.
We appreciate your generosity. The horses will be excellent.
All right. Make sure you're prepared for the journey. It's not for the faint of heart.
I even said that I
You'll need camping supplies. You'll need food. You'll need water. You need all the lot. A lot of people forget that and they die.
I've almost walked my way here from Onokuni.
You are insane.
Don't.
Well,
Wrinkles in your hot dog.
you may choose your horses.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I run over. First pick.
Oh, my dad-
You don't like wrinkles?
What are you looking for?
That is
He's got
amazing.
like dozens of horses in the stables.
I don't like
Oh,
them
shit.
either. Like,
I
at all.
don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know that much about horses.
You and I
I'll
are
give you. You see a red horse that stands out. It's the only red horse in the whole thing.
It's
Um,
crazy how alike we
Or
are.
like maroonish red.
Red or like
It's like maroon. Like maroonish red. He's got its hair is black, but its fur is all this velvety red.
Like, I still won't eat a hot dog and have wrinkles.
I like the look of that.
Yeah, it's
Boy or a girl horse?
it's a boy.
And like,
Yeah, it stands out to you among the others. It's like the pimpin' horse, you know. This is like this horse is fancy. It's
Call him Tamale.
what about our animals?
okay. He neighs at you.
I'm supplying horse pictures for Honky
Yes.
because this is actually a color horse is coming.
What else?
Vanaz, you see this beefy monster horse over there in the corner. Nobody wants him. You can tell. He is this like he's just so big, so strong. He's like almost twice the other size of the other horses. Like his muscles are like he's a ripped horse. He's like no body fat on him. He's like
Have
yeah.
you ever seen those?
He looks angry, and he is he is all black.
Harness that anger.
He has a big
Amish workhorse.
he has a big scar on his back.
You've seen battle, my friend.
Oh, he's been struck by lightning. The guy calls back. Unlucky bastard.
I think
I touch his back. I feel across. You've been blessed by Tamara. But I
Help.
whisper in his ear in Minotaur language.
He was just a wee pony when it happened. They say it's what made him grow so large.
Adrian and I are playing right now.
That's the biggest horse I got.
That's what I
But
choose.
I'm off.
I lift my shirt up like I too was struck by lightning. We are bonded, but I let like some crackling lightning go through my hands over his scar.
All right, cool.
You know, you are right, Honky. Some chestnuts do look
We
red.
can put on Wednesday. Or
Pretty
All
sure
right.
This is a painting, but I'm gonna go with it.
Gallo, is there any horse you're looking for?
just
Oh,
celebrate.
that's a genuine color horse's color, Honky.
Excellent.
If we're going realistic, I'm looking for an Arabian.
What color?
But
Any color in particular?
no, it don't matter. You can
I
take us
love
up and
you.
go for it. If it has to
Okay.
be realistic, go for it.
What is Arabian? Is that like the multicolored horses?
Arabians are a breed. Let me get you pictures.
It's okay. I have Google.
Oh God, look at his face. I don't like that at all.
So, I prefer the ones that are a little more like this because their dish face isn't as bad. They're characterized by high tails, long necks, and for being absolute assholes.
Gallo, you
They
find
are
one
asshole
that
horses.
is. I'll send you the photo.
Yep,
Mine be
that's a good old Clyde.
You said my armor was black, right?
It can be whatever color you want. To be honest, what color do you want it to be?
Okay, you didn't say. Okay. Well, I gotta find
Banaz, look for Amish workhorses.
No, I'm
Oh,
just
no,
picturing
they-
this, but large.
Here, Gallo.
It's
That's the horse.
pedestrian.
That's the horse that stands out to you.
Oh no. Can I have a darker horse?
Sure.
please?
Black Arabs are actually.
It stands out at first, and then another one stands out.
Why is she buying stuff?
No.
How dark do you want it? You want like black horse?
North Face boots.
Chestnut, anything like that? That's fine.
What's
Oh, I already started
what's
my
the stable
socks.
guy's name? Did he tell us?
Yeah, it's
I just can't-
Equus.
I don't really like the bottom.
Equus.
Like that. Oh, yeah, that pimped out truck. Yes.
All right, you find a
Oh, no.
chestnut horse,
Oh,
Gallo.
no. I totally forgot. Oh, I started getting phone calls.
Cool.
My bad.
May, did you find one you like?
1 minute, I was getting a picture of
Like
a
snowshoe,
red one
right?
for Honky because he seems to doubt that they actually red.
No, it's alright. I know. That I'm just going. That particular little painting. That's what my dude looks like. What kind of horse is that, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
No?
It looks like a General Mustang.
Nice.
Has those filled out cheekbones. I know way too much about horses. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's probably some kind of hot blood. They go fast, but they assholes.
That'll work as long as he's a bit of a showboat.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going with black armor with silver engravings, and then the horse I want to be also black like that.
Okay, the horse is. Well, yeah, I imagine the horse is all black.
That's like the photo I threw in.
They're like.
Cool. There's no armor on these horses though. You can't armor them for
I
you.
know, but my armor's black.
Yeah.
Okay.
with silver engravings.
Cool, cool, cool.
Well, no.
Feel something like this.
150.
Black is the stormy night.
I'm glad you guys are
Silver like lightning.
picking your horses.
Can it be blue silver engravings?
Sure.
I want it to look like lightning. The engravings.
That's what it looks like, man. It's written. That's how the way Minotaur is written. It looks like lightning bolts.
You know what? Fuck it, sure, why not? Then I want the horse to be a black one.
Did
but-
you hear him giggling?
No, that's
What
I think
the
I
fuck
need to
is
get the horse
JN?
thing
This
can't
thing is
ability now.
I can't even
That's
use.
it, but Gallo's getting attached.
All right. You guys have all found your horses, and you may. You know, he says goodbye to his beautiful steeds, and he gives them to you. Oscar approaches you. Guys, he walks up and he says, I'll never forget what you guys did for me in that dungeon. So, I will guide your friends, Vanaz, or try to. They seem to be able to find their own way, but I will stay with them. As a token of my gratitude. He hands you a stone. It's a white stone. It looks like marble. And he says, it's good for one use. If ever you're in a dire situation, you can summon me. Shatter the stone, and I'll be summoned from wherever I am to your location.
What, like teleport?
Just one time. Yes.
Damn. I'm gonna take it and then walk like 10 feet away. And
In the middle of getting it on. In the middle of shit. In the middle of something.
teleports buck naked. I don't actually smash.
Yeah, I figured.
Maybe I should hold on to that.
Oh, but think about what, dude. We could do it like on the side of a building and drop them into the ocean or something. It'd be so
No.
good.
It's a good prank.
It's a good one-time prank.
Alright, with that, Oscar bids you guys adieu. And he's off.
Been real, homie. We'll see you later.
He gets on his all-white horse, and he rides off into the forest to follow after, or to meet up with Vanaz's people. Alright,
Well,
you guys ready?
Yeah.
got nothing but road ahead.
A horse is fast.
And I just stopped.
Vanessa,
And I just looked over at
Honky,
them.
May,
And it was
would
just,
you ride with me?
just no one
Well, if I had
else.
a name for the
It
my
wasn't
horse,
so loud,
he's like, I can't ride it without a name.
but like, it became so loud to me. I think because I was zoning in on it. And then I just
I
said
already
it.
did a Hyan kicked and
I
fucking.
said to the girl that I
And took off.
really
Yeah,
liked.
still sitting there just
Saddle.
thinking.
I
Do
was,
we get like
it just
saddles
came
and
out.
saddlebags? And
Yeah,
stuff?
he gave you
It
standard
just
stuff.
came out,
Nothing
I
too
was just
fancy.
like-
Nothing too fancy.
I was like, none of them are real.
Right.
I was like,
At the
when
very
when
least, I am
said-
riding off down the road.
Alright.
Very
I was like,
excited.
they're not even talking.
Shouting,
to make noise.
Don't
Yeehaw and stuff like that.
As
You've
soon
never
as
ridden a
I
horse,
said
so you fall
that,
off. No, I'm kidding.
it just
I
seemed so
honestly, it's a fair
quiet.
assessment that I probably have.
Honestly.
Alright, so,
And then
you
I
guys
felt
ready
like
to
another
begin
guest
your
came in
journey?
and immediately chattered. I was like, wow, okay.
Still looking for a name.
Alright, I'll wait. You got time.
Okay, yeah, okay, let's say we're going off and doing stuff, whatever. I'll look for a name as this goes.
But as you can brainstorm a name while we wait for the next session.
We can
Oh,
start the
Steven,
next
you
session
said
with
first.
us like 4 days ahead, and it finally clicks in Vanaz's mind. He's like, "Oh, I got it." and then he looks around.
We were at Gotti's and I was
Guys?
like looking
Born
around.
between
Guys?
the name
And I was like, look at all these cars just passing by.
Meras?
And like, we'll never see those people. Probably never interact with them.
For
They have like full lives.
the other
there's the Meras,
Like,
Abraxas,
Said that word. What the fuck is wrong with my thing?
Bronte.
Bronte. Incredible name, brother.
Stella.
What?
I approve of the name.
I just muted myself just to
She will be a
see
good horse.
my
Or Eros.
Eros? Wonderful name.
Let me try to create a party.
No, those three of those names were the names of
What
the
the
immortal horses
I
that
created a
drew the
party
sun
and I
god
got back
Helios
from
in
this
Greek
party.
mythology.
Ethan!
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out which one works the best. You know what? I'm gonna go with Balios.
Respectful name.
Uh,
We're naming
Right,
these
that's the
when
one
I'm
I'm
getting
Balios!
really
Ha!
happy.
Yeah! That really worked that well. I'll keep thinking.
You know
Oh,
these
what
horses are
next
gonna die eventually.
Shut up!
Mine is not dying.
Shut
I'm
the
gonna go
fuck up,
save
alright?
300
No.
goals and diamonds
Listen,
so I can revive him if he dies.
Listen
Yep,
here, all right.
there's
I didn't go to Red Dead Redemption 2, all right, the whole fucking game to have my horse die and barely just cried because these fuckers shot my horse, right? No. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yep,
he is-
you're
he
dead.
is not dying.
I look forward to these horses dying. It will be great trauma.
He is not dying. I will never allow it.
Don't worry, I'll kill them early so you don't get attached.
I will. I'm already
You're
attached.
already. I hear that
I
reaction.
chose my armor color based off what the dragon lovely horse looked like.
All right, you guys ready to get
Can I have a
moving?
Chariot and 2 horses instead of 1 horse.
No.
I'll come back with an name later.
All right.
Very Greek.
So,
But yes, continue.
with one last farewell,
Alright.
you ride down the street together, having said your goodbyes, waving to the people. Goodbye. You exit the gates. The guards cheerfully let you pass. And in the distance, Raven's March grows tiny. A city that you spent what seems like forever in. You've had a hearty time there, and finally you're leaving. It's been a while, but there's nothing but open road ahead. As you guys begin down the road on the way to the center
Forgot again.
of the
Sorry.
empire.
Okay.
Now, I'm good to continue. What do you guys want to do?
I am at about the end of my time for the night.
Okay.
I have to start my week pretty early tomorrow.
Okay.
I will hang around for a little while longer if I'm being the party pooper here, but I also kind of feel like we're at sort of a natural conclusion for the arc.
Me too. I believe
Oh my god.
All right, stream. You heard it here first. Chop hates fun, and we will hopefully be back next week. So
Hold on, right before we do so, Vanaz is going to kick his horse and then just go for a nice gallop because the hair blows through his
all right.
The wind blows through his face.
The wind blows through his thick face, and